too, though. Hold on a second real quick. I know, hey, Casey, I know it's game time, dog, but I think I just want to take it back a little real quick, dog. I want to take it back. Hold on.
All right. Let me finish opening this wine bottle.
Okay, open that wine bottle. Open that motherfucking wine bottle, baby. Let me see. Let's try this one more time. Casey, is it game time?
It's game time.
It's game time, man. Let's go, motherfuckers. Welcome to Hood Stocks 2024. Don't play with this motherfucking
Let the
shit.
ceremony begin.
Gonies!
Countless battles, I walk with no shadow. Yeah. Desert and sandal, the ghost with the candle. Woo. King of all crowns, rip the rattle off serpents. Blood I thirst, since I am the worst. Follow your footsteps, you have no footprints. I am the surface, you worthless purpose. The moon, the stars, I'm connected to darkness. Heads of marksmen, I've hunted the farthest. Village of troops, Molotov the roofs. Black Sunday service with Holocaust roots. Homo Kabbalah, black magic and balas. These AKs and hollows will leave you forgotten. This bottomless season, you looking for me, Mussolini, Gaddafi, the world cannot stop me. I'm legend, remember me? Gifted since birth, you were delivered in a hearse. Your mother and your father trade your soul for a curse. I'm a soldier, coming at you like a locomotive. Never knew I navigate the culture. Servants at the tabernacle potion. The devil made my father, little spirit set beside me. My mother was a slave to 3 witches on the island. Ever cheat death? Ever wake up and catch one breath? Master of obstacles.
Yeah, 2024. We here, baby. We here, baby, and it feels fucking absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's pay these motherfucking bills for 2024, baby. Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in bringing you the best quality available from OG Do Exotic. They got
it all, baby.
Hit them up at killakush at gmail.com or follow them on IG at killakush__420. Thank you, Rick. I love you, baby. Yes, sir. And to find a location near you, if you are in the OC or LA area, matter of fact, pull up the True Organics in the city of Whittier, 13739 Leffingwell Road. And I want to give a big shout out to STIIIZY, baby. Yes, pull up to the local STIIIZY shop in your area and cop some of that bomb. You can follow them on Instagram at STIIIZY. Okay, I see you motherfuckers. I see you. We right here. I see you guys. Okay. For all you fat fuckers out there trying to lose weight, and I'm not talking about my guest either, okay? Peep game. Trying to lose, an easy 10 pounds, tighten up that motherfucking booty. Hit up my boy Vince at LA PEPTIDES. They got everything you need to lose weight and feel great. They got Ozempic, Moonjarl, and even newer and better. They also have tanning peptides. They have tanning peptides as well. well as horny tides for men and women. Capture that old school sex drive, baby. Free delivery in LA, OC, and IE. And you know, we talk about peptides, like Oprah lost mad weight. The white boy singer,
Anthony Anderson,
lost mad weight. They all doing this. It's diabetes medication, and they losing weight off it. I did it for a minute, and yeah, I was losing some weight too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a fucking phone number. It's personal phone number, 714-269-1900. 714-269-1900. Check it out. Don't wait for summer. Get started now, motherfuckers. And actually follow them on Instagram at LA Peptides. All right, looking for the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles. Peep game. Peep game. Like, we ain't playing with this shit, right? This is hood stocks right here. And a lot of us have done time, and a lot of the guests have done time, and we ain't gonna have no boo-boo ass motherfucker attorney sponsor this fucking podcast. This is the best dude in the fucking game, hands down, if you gotta go there, and I hope you don't, but hey, peep game, here's the info. Doug Sherrod is our guy, and he can be your guy as well. Mr. Sherrod used to be a federal prosecutor as well as a district attorney for the city of Los Angeles. He didn't like the unfair politics on that side of the fence, so now he's going to bat for individuals that have been wrongfully accused or just had a bad weekend, right? We have those sometimes. You can reach Doug Sherrod at Casey.
KingKongLawyer.com.
KingKongLawyer.com. Hey, peep game. He made up this website to get you linked to his regular website. And anyways, KingKongLawyer.com. Don't play with it. No motherfucker. Hey, that's got to be a cocky motherfucker to have a website like that, right? As a lawyer?
Yeah.
Shit, don't play with it, dog. You know what I mean? Orange County, stand up. Okay, Gutter Phenom is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who are determined to achieve their dream. We believe that no matter where you come through and what you've been through with hard work and dedication,
anything is possible.
Best believe that. A portion of our proceeds are donated to organizations that provide vocational training for parolees and scholarship for those in need of drug and alcohol treatment.
Jesus.
That's what I was going to say. Visit gutterphenom.com. Rick?
Jesus!
No! Somebody show him the cue card, bro.
Gutterphenom.com.
All right?
.com. Hit up the homie. You already know.
Yes, use Hoodstocks 20 to receive 20% off. All right, peep game. Tonight's guest, dog. Hold on real quick, man. Hold on, dog. You know what? Dog, it's a new year, dog. And it ain't a new me. It's a better me. And we working on that throughout the year, right? That's how we should start. Peep game. Tonight's guest, he ain't scared to pull up to the hood, dog. He's here, right here, right? You know what I mean? He's here, dog. Tonight's guest is hotter than a half-naked IG model. Sexy motherfucker, dog. You know what I mean? Right. Hey, devouring the comedy world one bite at a time. Hoodstocks. My G's, give it up for one of the funniest cats on the planet, Big Dog Ken Flores, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
What up, man? Appreciate y'all having me, man. It's been long overdue, brother. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, bro.
Hey, dog, you a real G, dog. You a real G because, man, dog, and you a real humble motherfucker, dog. Just because when I hit you up, bro, and I seen you, you got off stage. I had access. Shout out to my boy George Perez. I had access to get backstage, and you know, I said I got to get back there and talk to the big dog. You know what I mean? And as soon as I pulled up to you, you're like, yeah, dog, shit, what's happening, homie?
Hell yeah,
lock that shit in, dog.
Hell yeah, man.
That's love.
Hell yeah, bro. Long overdue. Yeah, you told me, you know. Sometimes, like, people, they do hit me up to do stuff like that, and, like, I just be looking at the messages and I forget to reply and shit like that. So when somebody tells me in person, like, pull up, lock it in, I'll lock it in, and it's the best way to do it. You feel me? Face to face.
Right? Right, dog? Face to face.
Hell yeah.
Face to face, dog, because we can catch a cool little vibe. You can, you know what I mean? You can sniff me out real quick, you know what I mean? Yep. You know, and I say probably where you come from, dog. I mean, you meet somebody, you can catch the vibrations, and you're not gonna understand them right then and there. But you know, we good judges of character, right? You know, we feel that. You know, you're out of Chicago, is that correct?
Yeah. Originally from Chicago, in Aurora, Illinois. Yeah, right outside of Chicago.
And did you grow up right there, bro?
I was born and raised in the north side of Chicago. Humboldt Park is the name of the neighborhood. A lot of mostly Puerto Ricans there. And then I moved out to Aurora, which is about like 30 minutes west of Chicago, and that's a mostly Mexican in town.
And you are Mexican as well, correct?
I'm Mexican, yeah. You know, I look Asian. I'm Mexican, brother. I'm Mexican.
You know what, bro? You know what? I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, doggy. So I discovered your comedy on TikTok, bro. Crazy as it is, dog. It took me forever to make a TikTok, and finally when I did, it was good because my shit, you know, did great numbers and whatever. But I was able to tap in with another community, bro, that exposes you to other talented people on this fucking planet, bro, and that's Cam Flores, dog. Homie, I was watching your shit and I was like, God damn it, this Samoan motherfucker's funnier than a motherfucker, dog.
Appreciate that.
I thought you were Samoan, dog.
Yeah, no, people think that still. Like, they don't even believe me. Like, sometimes, even when I was working like regular jobs, I used to work like at Little Caesars and shit. Like, you hear Mexican ladies talk shit of like, este pinche gordo está tardando un chingo. But then I'll talk to them in Spanish and be like, oh shit, we ain't spoke. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I speak Spanish too.
Yeah, dog. Fucking Little Caesars. We gotta hear that story when you worked at Little Caesars, dog.
That was my fucking one of my first jobs I ever worked. I was like 15, bro. Like, I couldn't wait to work. You know, my homie had got a job there first. He had turned 16 first. So that's when they let you work out there in Chicago. And he got a job at the register. So I was like, oh, I need to work at the register. You know, holler at the bitches when they walk into Little Caesars. Man, they hired me. They put my dumb ass all the way in the back. I was making dough and shit with the paisas in the back. But fuck it, you know, I worked there for like 8 months, bro. Just bullshitting every fucking day, bro. Bullshitting every day, stealing breadsticks and shit, man. I swear to God, bro.
The breadstick bandit, homie.
Bro, I swear, we used to fuck up pizzas on purpose just to eat them, you feel me? Like, just to have lunch and shit, man.
Whoops. Too many pepperonis.
Give me that.
Yeah, put that shit to the side. Hey, homie, I said put that shit to the side. You got them little nerdy fools. We gotta this has gotta be logged in or something.
Nah, give me that shit. Give me that shit.
Little Caesars seems like probably one of the coolest jobs to work at because every time I go there for my kids, bro, you know, the hotter readies don't play with that shit, dog. Them motherfuckers, they all look Asian. They look like you, Asian Mexicans, homie. I mean, because they high as fuck, dog. That's a job. You can be high as fuck and be like, you know what? I'm an artist, and this pizza right here is just gonna be different than the last one. This is gonna be my Picasso pizza. You know what I mean?
You know they high as shit working on it. I used to work there. We used to forget to cut the pizzas, man. Motherfuckers used to come back with a whole pie like, this shit ain't even cut, man. I'm like, man, shut your bitch ass up. How you gonna drive all the way back up here for me to cut your shit? Like, you should have a knife at home anyway, but I get it, though. We used to fuck up, man. Players fuck up.
Players fuck up. Real shit, especially when they high, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit, the biggest mistakes I make in my life is when I'm high, and I ain't talking about weed either, dog. You know what I mean?
For real.
Shit, I brought in human beings in this world over some substances, dog. You know what I mean? To this day, it's like, God damn it. You know what I mean? That motherfucking regret's still stinging, dog. Do you have kids?
Nah, man. Nah. Yeah, 27 years old, no kids.
27 years old. Damn, dog. You in your prime, baby. Yeah. Damn, how long you been in comedy for, bro?
This is my 5th year, bro. And then 2024 is gonna be my 6th year. But last year was my 5th year. I'm just going full force. You know, thank God I wasn't getting no pussy beforehand, so I didn't fuck up and have no kids. You know, I think that was a blessing from God. Now I get all the pussy I want. And,
damn, dog.
And no kids. You know. So.
Does it really happen like that, bro? Like all jokes aside, dog. Like you were jackhammer hands before you got famous, dog. You know what I mean? Like, hey, dog, I've been with a female for 9 years, bro, and I jack off more than I do in prison, dog. You know what I mean? Right now, real shit, dog. We got to spice something up, dog. You know what I mean? But anyways, is it really true, dog, once you get to that, like, we'll talk about last year. I think last year was a great year for you. Mm-hmm. But when you catch that fame, I mean, are they, you know, is it like flies on, you know, shit?
I mean, yeah. Like the thing is, bro, like I wasn't used to that. Like I got lucky enough to tour with the homie Renee Vaca. He's from the Valley.
Let's go, baby. That motherfucker's badass. I'll be in his comments too, and his DM like a fucking filthy ass female, dog.
And he's always like. Got that demeanor, that player demeanor, you know. So he like going on the road with him, opening for him. I seen him just be able to, like, after every meet and greet, just bag a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, you got to still have game to do it, but it's a lot easier because in comedy we call it when even if you're not famous, you know, when you perform and you do so well, you kill it. A lot of these girls, you know, they get like in a buzz in their head, like, I'm gonna fuck this guy, because some females like to see a motherfucker in charge. So when you go up there, you talking shit to everybody, they almost get like, they almost like fall in love with you, but you gotta close the deal within like we always call it like a 2-hour gap after you get done performing. Because after those 2 hours, if you still out hanging out, having drinks with her, all that shit's finna fade, and she gonna realize you're just another motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to get it while it's hot. You know?
Woo, game, baby.
That's one of the things
there.
that I learned. But yeah, man, it's definitely I ain't gonna say it's raining pussy, but. Yeah, for a while it was just like I've had girls for the first time wait for me after meet and greets, like, what are you about to do? You know, and it was fun and everything. I got a girl now though. She just moved in with me, so
shit. Damn,
I shouldn't even be talking about all this shit.
R.I.P. to that life, I mean, you know what? Let's be honest, bro. Like, we are dudes, bro, and I don't care if you're 27 or if you're my age, bro. You know, bro, like, if there's a bad bitch, you know what I mean, and it's new, like it's new land. You know, and you stick your dick in it, you know what I mean? Like, there's potentially, if there's no cocaine involved, you're potentially gonna nut fast. Have you ever had one of these groupies, bro, and you just like, you impressed them on stage, but in bed, bro, you know what I mean? You feel like your performance wasn't very well, so do you feel like you may owe them a couple jokes afterwards, after the, like, 2-minute nut?
Hell no. I got what I had to do. You got paid first. I fronted you the laughs. If anything, you paying me now with the pussy.
There we go. Hey, and I hope you're not on the Epstein list that's coming out pretty soon.
Everything consensual. Dragging bitches into my hotel room, passed out. Fuck out of here.
He the new Bill Cosby.
Hell no.
I'm 100% clowning with you, my boy. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I'm too lazy for that shit. I ain't finna pick a bitch up and she passing out. Hey. I barely carry myself.
No, 100%, bro, 100%. Hey, you know what's funny about you know what? This social media world is just, it's a circus, right? But when I seen those posts today about CNN or whatever the fuck these news outlets that are posting the Epstein list is coming out soon, I get a little kind of like giggly and excited about it in the sense of like this, bro. Not happy about what that situation was about, but in the sense of it's like, fuck, who the fuck's gonna be on that list, dog? Like, motherfuckers, there's motherfuckers right now that are just like, dog, they praying, homie. Yeah. That list is gonna be wild, bro. Are you up on that Epstein shit, dog? I
mean, I've been keeping up with, like, can, you know, feel me? I feel like it's been in the news for so fucking long. You almost become, like, desensitized to that shit. Like, they dropped, like, the Bill Cosby name's been thrown around a long time, you know, and it's just kind of like, even if they confirmed it, I feel like motherfuckers wouldn't even give a shit. It's like, all right, well, we kind of almost knew that in a way, you feel me? Like, yeah. I feel like this shit moves so fast, like the internet, and you get everything so fucking fast. Like, I've been watching videos of, like, jets from Ukraine bombing Russia and the other way around, like, watching people die online every day. I think every day I open my phone, I see somebody die on Instagram or on TikTok, and it's just like, man, I feel like I'm numb to all that shit. And then eventually, then you get into your own shit, like your podcast or my comedy stuff, like, you don't even get time to think about that shit, man. Like, I don't know, like, it's
you know, you're 100% right about being desensitized from it, dog. You know what I mean? It's just, it's too much, bro. It's too much, but it's not new. This has been happening, but now there is this thing called social media. Yeah. You know, this giant, right? You know, where we get everything like live, bro, in real time almost. You feel me, dog? And so it's sometimes it's a brain overload, and I can feel that 1,000% of being desensitized on a lot of shit, dog.
Yeah, you know, I feel like even just I mean, even when he killed him or whatever happened, you know, like he killed himself, he got killed, whatever happened in prison with Epstein, that alone, I feel like to a normal or to a society back in the day, like in 2001, before people was on their phone all day, it would have meant way more. Like, that's the type of shit that flip over governments, you feel me? Like, and now to us, it was just like,
yeah,
whatever, you feel me? Like, that shit, like, obviously something definitely happened to that motherfucker.
And the security camera footage, the cameras didn't work, the security guards were asleep.
Like, all that, like, get the fuck out of here. But it's just like, we almost don't give a fuck no more, you feel me? Like, you on to the next thing right away, bro. And it sucks to say, you know, but at the same time, it's also like, young motherfuckers run the internet. Like, I was born in 1996, like, Bill Clinton wasn't even president when I was born. He was already done. Yeah. So to me, Bill Clinton is not even nobody important to me. You feel me? Like, because he was never a president while I was born. Yeah. So I didn't really give a shit. So people bring that name up. I don't like. Maybe if it was like Barack Obama or some shit, I'd be like, damn, that motherfucker was the president at one point. But to me, it's just like whatever, you know.
Yeah, bro.
Donald Trump was our president, which I mean is kind of crazy because I used to watch him on WWE. You feel me? Like, so it's just like, what the fuck is going on in the world? You feel me? Like at this point, I'm not even surprised. And then in comedy and show business in Hollywood, you come here, and I mean, I know my eyes look closed, but it opens your eyes to other shit. You realize how creepy this fucking town is, and the show business really is. You feel me? Like
it is, bro.
It's dark. It's a dark world. You know, behind the funny and the entertainment and the money, some dark shit be happening, man.
You know what I love? I'm a big time like just supporter and fan of comedy, like myself, bro. Like my whole life I have laughed and talked shit and just been one of those dudes, dog. Like we in the backyard boogie, homie. I'm with the dudes clowning. I'm on the prison yard. I'm on the dudes clowning, dog. Like laughter has always made my life fucking great. And you know, speaking of laughter, we talking about dark humor, like you know, and so there were the council culture, dog. It seemed like it had some of the comedy world by the nuts, but recently. It seems like the comedy world is like, you know what, fuck you motherfuckers, we gonna do what we gonna do, dog. Well, I mean, what's your take on that in regards to the sensitive world, the cancellation of shit, and then the comedy, bro? How do you feel about that? Do you worry about that?
Nah, hell no, I don't never worry about that bullshit. Like, my comedy, my brand that I've always pushed, I'm really inspired by people like Cat Williams, Pimp Chronicles 1.
Who?
Joey Diaz, you feel me? Like, people who just always, like, kept it as it is, said what they had to say, and they didn't give a fuck who they offended. But now these people are also not trying to offend anybody. It's not like they do it on purpose. They just say what they want to say was funny, you feel me? And then people take that and run with it and act like they're offended. I don't really give a shit. Funny is funny. And people also don't... But now the thing that made me mad is that because of all this cancel culture that started popping up, now there's these comedians that's not even funny, just saying offensive shit, trying to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't be doing shit to get a reaction. Like, that's fucking... gay. Like, just do something that's funny. Get the laughs. Don't go for the clickbait or the, oh, people gonna be like, ooh, fuck all that. Like, I want people to laugh. That's the main thing. Have it be so funny that even if you did say some fucked up shit, nobody even realize it because they so fucking busy laughing. And at the end, I'm like, damn, that was fucked up, but it's funny. And you will realize how much you can get away with if it's funny. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, other than that, I mean, there's also a difference between, because people like to mix in cancel culture, Me Too, with the comedy shit. There was also comedians that was, you know, abusing power, and you know, they had cults of bitches, you know, tattooing like certain logos on them, minors, you know, like there's some shit that's crimes. That's really not right, whether you're a comedian, whether you're in the hood, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
And then there's shit that, oh, because he said something, people got offended. You know, offended. Like, that's two different things, you feel me? So I feel like we shouldn't ball everything up in one. Like, if everybody should be treated, their punishment should be according to what they did. If you Bill Cosby out here, you know, roofing bitches and fucking them for years, yeah, you probably should be locked up or you should get dealt with, you feel me?
Yeah. But
if you just, you know, you got canceled because you said faggot, you know, it ain't the same. It's not at the same fucking... level, you know?
And that shit is wild, bro. Why roofie a bitch? Just introduce her to methamphetamine if you want to fuck, dog.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even got to fuck me. You can fuck yourself right there while I'm over here fucking myself, dog. You know what I mean? You know,
shit. We all tweaked out.
Yeah, I'm a sick one, dog.
Hey, Ken, can I tell you something real quick? So I was watching the roast they did of you this week. Bro, that shit was fun. That shit was hilarious, bro. I was dying.
We were all on fucking, man. You know that shit was a shit show, bro. Like I can't bring myself to watch that video because just sitting there that day, we sold out the show like 250 people. Then we're in the back room. It's like 10 comedians, so we're all back there doing bums, smoking, and this girl, shout out my homegirl Blackie. She pulls up and she brings like a little bit over a zip of shrooms, bro. And shit, I was like, man, fuck it, let's all get on shrooms. So we all just fucking chow down like an eighth of shrooms each, and then we go and do the roast. So now we're trying to do the roast. The lights are flashing, and then they got me sitting on stage the whole time. So now that shit is beaming in my face the whole time. I'm like crying and laughing, and then people like some of the jokes are hitting, some of the jokes aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a point where this one dude went on stage, and you know the people that follow me, because of the TikTok, because of the Instagram, people will follow who they relate to. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if I do comedy that's talking about like street shit or something like that, the street motherfuckers gonna follow me. I had a few cocaine jokes go viral, so I have hella cokeheads that follow me, you know. And sometimes the cokeheads are in the same categories of street motherfuckers. So we bring the hood out, basically. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I had one of my boys that was, he was supposed to be. He was one of the best roasters in Chicago 2023. I think he won like roaster of the year, some shit, like some crazy shit, right? So we saved him to roast me at the end because he was supposed to be one of the best ones. He goes on stage and the first thing somebody yells at him like, "Oh, I know you from this one podcast," and then he's like, "Shut the fuck up." He thought it would be like funny to shut him up real quick, which usually does work with our people because then our people, you just find out, you hear somebody say something, tell somebody shut the fuck up real quick. It's funny, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he told him shut the fuck up, and I think this motherfucker was like 15 other motherfuckers, so they were like, "What?" And then the guy tries to go into his first joke. You just see a fucking slice of limon fly across the fucking room. Across the room, bro. It smacks him in the face, bro. Like, it smacked him so hard in the face. And then, like, the dude didn't know what to do because at that point, you don't know who threw it.
Did you laugh, though?
I'm dying, bro.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm off this room, so I see that bitch slow motion, like, change fucking shapes and everything before it smacked him in the face. Like, I think he was so fucked up, like, he didn't even know how to react. That motherfucker started dancing cumbia on stage. Like, it was ridiculous,
That fool
bro.
was discombobulated.
Bro, like, yeah, because at that point, like, I mean, like, you got to either crash out or eat that shit. Like, at that point, either he had to get off stage and just start swinging at everybody. You feel me? Like,
he should have been like, "Hey, dog, where's the shot with it?" You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he should have rolled with that shit.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah. But I just think it's like, we could all say what we would have done.
Yeah, exactly.
But you get hit with a lime in the face, I don't think my first instinct would have been a joke.
Bro.
I would have definitely thrown a microphone at somebody.
And he was just he was just bombing, and nobody was reacting. He was just bombing.
And then you can't
yeah.
do no more. Like, nothing is funnier than getting hit in the fucking face. So no matter what joke you do, it's just like, nigga, shut up. You just got hit in the fucking face.
Yeah, 100%, bro. That shit is fucking wild, dog. Hey, we got some gifts for you, bro. We got some gifts right for you. This is from one of our biggest sponsors, bro, Killa Kush, bro.
Fuck yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Killa Kush.
They wanted to bless you with that right there.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Goodies, dog. And one of our great, legendary LA guest, STIIIZY. Sponsor, STIIIZY.
Hell yeah.
Wanted to bless you with that, bro.
STIIIZY.
Yeah, a box of STIIIZY right there,
Yes, sir.
baby.
We just got STIIIZY back home in Chicago, so
Okay.
so they're growing out there. Woo! Hooked it up, man.
Yes, sir.
They're not even other. Gonna appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Hell yeah.
No,
bro.
1000%, dog. You know what I mean? And I got a shirt for you right here too, as well, dog. Hood stock shirt, 3X, dog.
3X.
If you need something smaller, let me know, dog. You know what I mean? Sexy,
Small.
size
Little bit
sexy.
motivation for me to lose weight.
Yeah.
Got the car sense, yes, sir.
Appreciate you so much, dog. Hey,
Hell
brother,
yeah,
can we
man.
get this off the table right here, please, dog? Get him out of his way, dog, if you don't mind. Yeah. Bro, you are fucking. You know what? I was. One joke that got me, bro, is you were on stage and you were talking about your homies from, I guess, Chicago. Now that you're living in LA, you reside in LA now.
Yeah.
Okay, and they were saying, "Hey, homie," you told a joke about them. Hey, watch out with the gays out there, dog. You know what I mean? And you know what? There's somebody, motherfucker. See, I sex play all day long, dog. You know what I mean? And you know the gay jokes. I mean, it's locker room right here. This is hood stocks, dog. You know what I mean? When the homies bring their ladies through, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna apologize you ahead of time because there's gonna be some shit that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to unhear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, when you told that joke about, man, I thought I was selling coke, and after a couple shots of Patron, homie, I was on back of a dumpster sucking some dick. Bro, that shit had me fall out. I actually clipped that on my YouTube channel, dog, that joke, because it was so fucking hilarious, bro. You know, and that's the type of, when I hear individuals or comedians or just anybody in general that can clown like that, you know, secure with your motherfucking manhood, homie. Hey, we here to make you laugh. We here to talk shit, bro. That's, you know what I mean? I just really, I appreciate your humor. Last year, my G, how did last year change your life? Did it change your life?
Hell yeah, man, 100%. Well, with that joke, let me start off with this, because that joke, like, especially bringing the people that, like we talked about, you got a certain type of demographic audience. I got, you know, I feel like it's not very different from what you got. So when you go up there and they see a motherfucker with a face tattoo or a big guy all around, you know, you dress, you know, the part or whatever, you got the pro club on, and then you go up there and do a joke about sucking dick, it's like, it throws everybody, like, whoa, what the fuck? But at the same time, it's about being funny, so comedy, most of it is timing, and then the rest of it is element of surprise. You're supposed to take a turn that people don't see coming. I feel like with a lot of the comedy now, no matter who you're watching, whether it's one of the greats or one of the people coming up, it's almost predictable. You shouldn't be able to know what's coming next. You feel me? And
I didn't see that coming, bro.
Yeah.
That caught me so off guard, bro. I fell out as soon as I heard that.
And it's funny because you said the joke actually perfect. Like, it's actually, I went to the Pride Parade to sell cocaine, and then I usually pause it. People, sometimes they clap. They're like, yeah, you know, get your money, whatever. And then I go like, I ended up sucking dick. Then people are like, oh, you know, they flip out. I've been to certain cities, though. Like, when I was in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Red
small
state.
Towns and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll be like, even Austin, which is supposed to be like one of the most progressive cities in the country, I ended up sucking dick, bro. I had people like get like, oh hell no gay shit. Like, people that motherfuckers won't let me finish the joke because they ain't trying to hear that. Like, they ain't trying to be like, oh, I paid to hear this bullshit. So I have to like plow through that motherfucker until like people realize, oh, okay, like it took a different turn, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's a joke. You feel me? But yeah, you know, like, again, it goes back to being able to be secure with your manhood. Like, I know what I am. I know who, you know what I'm saying? I got a girl waiting for me at home to get fucked. You feel me? Like, just because I say I'm right, it's obviously a joke. Yeah. And I mean, I think I love doing that joke because I know it's going to work all the time because people don't expect it, you know?
Hell no.
And it's just, but as far as like my life last year, yeah, man, it literally I was working a job, broke as fuck in January of 2023, so exactly a year ago. I booked my first headlining, or my first co-headlining gig in LA the middle of January. It's probably like January 15, 16. Renee Vaca, me and him had met in Chicago when he had toured to Chicago for his first time, and he told me, he's like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna bring you to LA. We're gonna do a show together and we're gonna break bread. And nobody had ever told me that, because you don't got to break bread with me. Like, me as a coming up comedian, you tell me, oh, I'll fly you out to LA. I'll give you $300 to perform in LA with me to a sold out crowd. You already look at it as a W.
100%.
So for him to tell you, I'm going to take half of my money in my hometown.
Let's go.
And give it to you. I'm like, bro, that's real as it gets. That's real big homie shit.
What's the homie's name?
Renee Vaca.
Renee Vaca. You guys know who that fool is.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah. So, you know, we booked the flight, and I came out here in January. I brought my boy who's sitting right here, Chins. He's my right-hand man. I brought my, shout out my boy JV, who was doing my clips at the time. And we came out, you know, we performed. We did 4 sold-out shows. And then I remember at the end of the weekend just getting $4,000 in all 50s. And, like, I was already struggling with drugs really bad. I was, like, on the verge of losing my job. I had always, my whole life, I had lived paycheck to paycheck. So for me to get those $4,000, like, I mean, for him, it was probably nothing because he make that money regularly. Yeah. To me, it changed my life. Those $4 grand, I was able to pay my homies, like, for all the support. You know, this motherfucker used to drive me around to open mics when I first started, and just watch me bomb, you know, like, do horrible. So it was just kind of like, damn, you know, I would always just tell him, like, give me some time, bro. Like, it'll pay off, you know, it'll pay off. Just give me some time. So when I remember being in the Valley, that's where Renee was living at the time in Reseda, just pulling up to his apartment complex and getting that wad of cash was just like life-changing, you know. We broke bread from there, and then we booked New York and Boston with Renee, and I toured basically mostly all year with him, opening up for him. Of course, we weren't breaking bread like that all the time, but that was enough bread for me to quit my job and just start buying plane tickets and you know, shit that I needed to get a jump start on this career shit. Because if it was up to me, I would have never been able to. I was always living in a hole. Like, I'll get a front for an 8-ball, so when I would get money, it would already be spent. You feel me? Like, I was living horrible, bro. So he gave me that money and was able to give me a jump start and break free from some of the debt I had. And I was able to leave home and go get more money. You know, we did Boston, New York, and then from there, my stuff started to blow up as well. You know, I took it as I watched Renee blow up on the internet. So I'm like, you know, it's possible. Let me start chopping some of my shit up. So we started chopping some of my clips up. My clips started going viral. Then in February, I was able to book Houston. Houston is one of Texas and California are some of my biggest followings, even though I'm from Chicago, the Midwest. So it's pretty cool, you know. So I got a following in the Midwest, the South, and out West. So I was able to go and headline for my first time in Houston. We did 2 sold-out shows there. And then from there, I was doing his tour, my tour. Well, I wasn't really doing a tour, but I was just having shows like once a month that I was
headlining shit.
Yeah, I was able to kind of line my pockets up. Yeah. And then do his stuff where obviously every venue we were walking into, he's introducing me with respect. Hey, this is Ken. He's the future. He's one of the best comics. You guys don't know him yet, but he's gonna be big. So he always kind of present me, like, because other people would be like, oh, this is just my opener or whatever, you know? Yeah. But he always introduced me to the managers of the club with respect. Then they would watch me. He would always tell them, watch his set. You're gonna like it. And they will watch me, and then every time he left with a big check, but I left with a phone number and a date till the time I'll be able to come back and do my own day. So I feel like that's real big homie shit. Somebody who puts you in position to win, you know?
That's like Michael Jordan and motherfucking Scottie Pippen, baby.
Type shit. Like we call each other Splash Bros all the time, you feel me?
Let's go.
And then from there, I was able. He got signed to WME, which is one of the biggest agencies in Hollywood, and he kept telling them about me. Sometimes he would even take me to their meetings or like their lunches. He'd be like, "This is the guy. This is the guy," or he'll be on the phone with his agent and he'll tell them about me, and they're like, "Okay, cool." But they just kind of, they don't give a shit. They brush it off. But I mean, just the fact that he brought my name up. And then eventually, some of my more, followers kept going up, videos kept blowing up. So then I had a meeting with WME, which was his agency, and that's who I was supposed to sign to, kind of because it was like the right thing to do, he did me that favor. The only thing is that same week that they came and got me, I put up a picture on Instagram, which is probably the best thing I could have done. I put a picture on Instagram of the building of WME in Beverly Hills, and I think the rest of the agents that were already watching me saw it. So I had all the agencies meet me in the same week. So it was kind of like a bidding war almost, And then I also had my management team, which is Arson House, who is the same people that manage Fluffy, same people that manage Joe Coy, which is some of the biggest comedians in the world.
Let's go, baby.
So I took the meeting with Arson House. I signed with the management company, and then they steered me to sign with literally Gabriel Iglesias' agent. So like you have the power team. You have Fluffy's agent, and you have Fluffy's management.
Damn, baby, let's motherfucking go.
So I ended up.
This is how we start 2024, baby.
And I told Renee, I was like, bro, I appreciate the opportunity, but I just think this is the right thing for me. And of course, as a big, he respected it. He's like, all right, do what you feel is right for you. And so we kind of had to split up just because my agency started booking dates and whatnot. But shit, every time we can work together, we work together. And shit, we get our money separately. And right now, that's my agent and my management. That's their goal is to make me like Fluffy's successor. Like the guy who takes the torch and kind of goes with it. And I was able to get the torch passed to me in my hometown in October of 2023. Fluffy performed at the United Center where the Bulls play, where Michael Jordan got his crown, and he brought me out 20,000 people, and just me and him on stage. He told the audience, like, this kid is the future. Like, I'm stamping it right here in his hometown.
Wow.
My parents were in the audience. My parents don't speak English. So he talked to them in Spanish from the stage. He's like, su hijo es increíble. Like, so just for him to co-sign me and my parents to get the co-sign too was like, damn. Like, it was worth it. All the times that, all the times that I let my parents down and my brother and sister down, I was like, hey, man, it's worth it. You feel me? The sacrifice was worth it.
And we're going to get into the way you were raised up with your parents and maybe some stories about how you let them down. But I want to talk about this, bro. I want to give a shout out to Fluffy, dog. You know what I mean? And I'm saying this because in the past few months, I've been seeing that motherfucker putting a lot of people that I know in the game, bro, for openers, bro. For openers, dog. And that motherfucker right there is a real G, and that's a true character of a motherfucker taking care of his people, dog. You know what I mean? And then I seen you, bro. I seen you along that ride. I didn't know the ins and outs of the business that you were signed with his management now, Yeah. But I seen you on a private jet with that dude. Tell me a little bit about that experience, bro.
So Fluffy, you're right. In this past couple shows that he's done out here in California and Arizona, he has brought up basically almost every young hot comic that's coming up, like from Concrete to Jerry Garcia, myself, Renee, everybody.
Jerry Garcia been here. Shout out to my boy Jerry Garcia.
Exactly. So he's put them all up in either their hometown or somewhere near. I was the first one though, just stamped that. I was the first motherfucker he put up in Chicago. But like for him, it was kind of like he don't gotta do that. Like, a lot of people in their lifetime won't never get to perform in an arena. You feel me? Like a full arena at that. So for him just to do that and be able to kind of share here, I built this.
The spotlight.
Yeah, you check this out. And it's kind of like, it also gave me a different type of respect. Because sometimes in the comedy game, like, you look at everything as a competition because you're up there by yourself. But you also got to respect other people. Like, Renee's always got my respect and my loyalty. And for Fluffy to do that to me, like, not even to me, but just to my parents, like, tell them, like, your son's like, stamping me, you feel me? Like, it was just like, damn, like you didn't have to do that, but you did. And now, like, the culture and the Like, you'll get that love forever. Like, that love is gonna, like, nobody will ever forget that day that they perform with Fluffy in an arena. You feel me? Like, it's like a life goal, you know. Like,
if you do, I just watched at the Comedy Store with the Fools Gone Wild set. You know, what I mean, all the homies right there, Concrete, Willie Barcena. I mean, all Barcena. They've all been on here, bro. You know what I mean? My boy George Perez, baby. Hey, dog, you got backstage passes, homie, and shit. Say less, George. I'm pulling up, baby. You know. But when you do an arena, bro, does that? There's probably like a timing different thing in arenas opposed to a small club. I mean, what is the difference between a small club like the Comedy Store, legendary Comedy Store, by the way, and an arena? Do you work different?
100%. Because I do like fast-paced comedy. Like, I don't do like stories. Like, Fluffy does a lot of stories, so it might be quiet for 5 minutes, and then you get the punch at the end or whatever. Yeah. I do like fast-paced shit, like going back, I hate to go back to this, but going back to the Pride Parade joke or whatever, it's like punch, punch, punch. So even if you don't laugh at a specific part, you laughed all the way through the build-up, you know? And when you're doing an arena, you gotta chill because people are laughing, you know? Like, you got over 10,000 people laughing. It's gonna take a little bit longer than, 2-3 seconds for them to be quiet. But at the same time, you only get 10 minutes to perform. So now you're trying to get your best jokes to work in 10 minutes, and you don't want to go over 10 minutes because if you do, you're probably never going to be able to work with them again.
Because it's disrespectful.
Exactly.
George told me that the other day.
Yeah.
George told me about that.
Yeah.
He said it's disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if they give you 10, you take your 10. You don't do 11 or 10:30 even. So it's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Do your 10. So the first time I performed at the arena, which is in Chicago, I was already nervous because we flew in together. So they were supposed to buy me a flight, and then they ended up texting me, like, you know what? We're just going to put you on the jet with us. So I was like, fuck yeah. So I was already excited about the jet. Like, my whole day was like a dream, you know? Like, flew with jet from Long Beach all the way to Chicago, get picked up by his tour bus in Chicago. They already have paparazzi waiting for him, just taking hella, like, it's like a real celebrity lifestyle, you know? And then to perform in front of, like, I mean, the arena. I hadn't seen my parents in a couple months, so seeing them and then have them see the arena fill up. Then I went up right before Fluffy. I didn't go up, like, first or anything. So when I went up, the arena was already full, basically. And it was just, like, a dream come true, you feel me? And as far as, like, the timing, I was so excited the first time when I performed with him in Chicago that I even was not able to do like 2 of my closing jokes that I wanted to do. I had to cut it early, but I still did good enough that where the people, it was amazing. And then I was able to also get the honor to open for him in Ontario at the Toyota Arena. Okay. And that time I had already learned that I had to slow down and let them laugh. So I knew I had to sacrifice a few jokes that weren't miscellaneous, you know, and I picked the best ones I could, and then I let the people laugh. They laughed. They were able to laugh. I wasn't interrupting their laughter because when I first started, I used to talk really fast too, just because I would be nervous of silence. Yeah. And then eventually people were like, dude, you're funny, but you got to slow down because people are laughing, and if you interrupt their laughter, it's not gonna feel as good to them. Then if you let them laugh, you let them get everything out, then you hit them again, boom. Yeah. Because now they're just tired. You can literally get their stomach hurting from laughing. So sometimes less is more. Instead of trying to cram too much in 10 minutes, just do your good 5 jokes and let them laugh all the way. And sure enough, that's what I did in Ontario. And I mean, shit, it was amazing, bro. Like, I was able to sell more tickets just with that show. You know, it was.
Is there anything that Fluffy, like words of advice that he might have given you this stuck out to you out of any conversation you might have had with him?
Yeah, man, definitely to help out the next person. You feel me? Like, and I mean, usually when people give you advice, you're just like, yeah, but you don't do that, you know? But he was literally doing that. He's literally helping me out, helping the rest of the comics open for him, and have opportunity to make money because you can come back to that city, maybe not do the arena, the smaller venue, but you might be able to sell it out for the amount of people that saw you in that big arena, you know? So for him to tell me, like, help out the people under you, it was always it's a good reminder of, like, yeah, you're right. And there is people that are still under me, like people from back home in Chicago that I was coming up with or that I'm friends with, but are still in Chicago just because their stuff hasn't really popped yet, but I know they're funny. So I try to do everything to also bring them on the road with me and, try to pay it forward more than anything, you know?
100%, bro. And it's a dog-eat-dog world, bro. You know what I mean? You know what? I think, do you fuck with Joe Rogan at all?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know him, but yeah, I fuck with his stuff.
And when I listen to Joe Rogan, talk about like, you know, his like comedy circle and just the community of the comics, bro. It just seems like I think Joe Rogan really speaks big on helping out the next man, which he has. If you're a part of his circle anyhow, anyway, if you ever did a show with him and you kept it on good terms with him, you know, then I believe he would have given you the alley-oop, you know what I mean? But it just seems like the comedy world is really kind of like united and helping each other out in a lot of different ways, bro, and that's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah, especially right now for Latinos, because like back then, the thing is that back then, like you used to have to get picked by the network, so everybody was playing a game of pick me, like I'm the guy, you know. That's why a lot of these OGs between like Lopez and Barcena and Fluffy back in the day, like that's why a lot of these guys don't like each other, because back then it was a game of
it turned them against each other.
It turned them against each other. That's just what it is. Now I feel like we all have the power to. I mean, just look at it. I mean, again, going back to the Concrete, Renee, myself, Ralph Barbosa, like we're all kind of coming up. There's enough money for all of us to get. We don't have to go against each other, and we are not fighting over a Netflix credit or anything, because we all got our own Instagrams, our own TikToks, and we've built the platform. So. I mean, there's no need to hate each other. You feel me?
Have you ever met Ralph Barbosa?
That's my boy. Yeah,
that's your boy right there.
He visited me in the hospital and shit. Like,
tell him to come on Hood Stocks, dog.
I'll type in with him.
I blasted that fool big time on Instagram, and I had everybody trying to tap him in to come in because I've been fucking with Ralph Barbosa on his come up, bro. Right? You know, and I think he's a funny ass dude, bro. You know what I mean? And I was really trying to gun to get him on here, and since I couldn't catch him in person, you know, we do this through the social media world, you know, and I tagged him, Barbosa, get him on, and homie, that shit fucking had like fucking 500 comments. Like it just went bananas, bro. But he didn't want to come fuck with Hood Stocks for whatever reason. Well, he said that it's funny because I know he watched it. He looked, he seen the comments, all the shit, dog, and he said, I'm only doing podcasts with comedians. You know, and I was just like, damn, dog, like we really fuck with you right here, and this is the inner city right here, dog, and you don't understand, dog, like this is beneficial for you too, my G. But anyways, bro, you know what I mean? You ever holler at him, tell him to come holler at your boy, dog.
And definitely don't take it the wrong way, because Ralph is he's like a comic, like he's.
What is a comic? Explain that to me.
Like all he cares about is writing jokes and performing. Okay. Like he's not one of those people like I don't know, like I feel like me even I'm not even like I want to aspire to be like this motherfucker, like if he's sitting here and he thinks of a joke, he's pulling out a napkin and he's writing it down. 100%. You know, he's
like a rap artist.
Yeah, like a real comic. Yeah. So for him to tell you like I'm only doing, I know maybe come into it as not a comedian, it sounds like, oh, you're a fucking asshole. Like, stop being a bitch. You feel me? Like, why are you saying that?
Well, he don't realize we funny right here too.
Right. But and like, I mean, you're also like a one of one, you know? Because there's also a lot of podcasts that are trying to be you or something, and it just be like a waste of time. You feel me? And then I'm not saying that, that's why I'm here, because I fuck with y'all and I fuck with this. But from the outside looking in, like, especially he's in Texas, he's not out in LA, so he doesn't realize the magnitude of certain platforms, you know? Exactly. And so he's just trying to do like the comedy, and he's also playing it safe.
And I'm not mad at him, bro. I'm not mad at him. I'm just, you know what, bro? I don't even call my supporters fans, but I'll say I'm a fan of his comedy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think he's fucking hilarious, but whatever. Today is about motherfucking Cam Flores. Hey, bro, I want to ask you this, dog. When you at a small club, dog, and you have action to go in and do crowd work, I mean, do you know that you're gonna do crowd work, dog, or are you going in with a set? When does one comic know, said, hey, you know what? This crowd is mine tonight. I'm gonna fucking manhandle them, dog.
First of all, the alcohol, motherfucker. Like, if I'm taking shots, you better.
Do you need another shot?
I'll do another shot. Yeah,
because we might need some crowd work on Casey, bro, and me, bro. Bag on me too, dog. We did a roast, bro, on me, dog. And these fools were assholes, dog. Yeah, I mean,
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, as far as like, for me, bro, the thing is that when I started coming up, I was so in Chicago. I was like, there's only like maybe 5 Latino comics. Let's say there's 20.
Why is that? Why only 5 Latino comics in Chicago, homie?
It's like different, bro. Like people like Latinos in man, it's kind of crazy to explain, because like in the inner city, like if you're a Mexican, you're either gonna be like working at a factory, or you're a trapper, gang banging, and that's it. You feel me? Like they don't. Comedy's not like an option for us. You know, like it's even though it is, it's not. Like people not.
Even though we were born with this shit, clowning and talking shit.
And if you're on the block, you're in the hood. That's the funniest motherfuckers be the motherfuckers in the hood. Like because we all started in school, the lunch tables dogging each other. You feel me? So it's like we do be the funniest motherfuckers, but you know sometimes people don't want to seem vulnerable on stage. People don't because it is hard. You feel me? Like nobody wants to go on stage and get laughed at, not laughed with. So then you go on stage and you realize you're not as funny as you thought. People are like, man, fuck that bullshit, you know. And it's easy to quit. So it's just like people don't like to be embarrassed, you feel me? So it's just like you got to go through embarrassment as a comedian to be able to get to the part where you just start killing shit, you feel me? So when I came in the game, I was like, you know what? I don't want nobody to laugh at me. I want them to laugh with me. So I'm going to write my jokes. I'm going to see what's funny. And then I'm going to say word for word every time on stage. I'm going to do word for word. And I used to do it. And it used to work. People would laugh. But then for me, it became like, it became boring, you know? Because I'm like, dude, my friends could still literally recite you some of my jokes word for word. So I'm like, you shouldn't be able to do that, you know? Like, obviously, I got to change something up. I got to write more. So, and then, but again, people are like, bro, when we're kicking it, we just talking shit, you be the funniest motherfucker. You the quickest one to come up with a response. So you need to figure out how to be yourself on stage. Like, drop all that word for word. Like, he's like, you're not an actor. You're not reading the script. Be yourself. So then and then it's hard because in Chicago you get put up in these clubs, or even here in LA and Hollywood, you're only getting 10 minutes, you're only getting 15 minutes. So if there's an agency in the crowd or somebody maybe from Netflix you want to impress, and you get 10 minutes, then you gotta do your 10-minute jokes. You can't be out there fucking around with the crowd, you know? But eventually you get more comfortable and you realize, like, you know what? Instead of doing this shit word for word, I gotta be comfortable with myself. I gotta trust myself. Obviously I knew I was funny enough to try this shit. So then let me trust myself and break away from my set, you know? And then my homies were like, you gotta do it. And my homies would come to my shows and they'll be like, it's the same shit every time, like switch it up, you know? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So eventually I started becoming more comfortable on stage. It did take a little bit of alcohol to break out of it, you know? And I was able to, I was running the Latino night at the Laugh Factory in Chicago right before everything else blew up. So every one Friday a month at 11 p.m., I get to go on stage. And I used to just get fucked up because it's Friday at night. So now I'm just getting fucked up. I'm going up and I'm just talking shit.
And this is when you're working.
Yeah, and it's building jokes, you know? Because I might... that whole Pride Parade joke, it came about because the Laugh Factory in Chicago is in Boys Town, which is the gay neighborhood of Chicago.
It's called Boys Town. Casey needs to be there.
The reason I even did that joke was because I knew we were in their neighborhood or whatever. And then it ended up being so funny, I just changed a few things, like instead of like dating it or putting a stamp on it, I just took what was funny and made it into a joke that I could tell at any time of the year, anywhere in the world, you feel me? So then I became a writer in that way. I don't write word for word. Now I go on stage. If I think something's funny, I'm gonna try it on there. I'm gonna try it a few times at a few different shows. Usually by the 4th, 5th time, I kind of figure out, okay, this is funny, this is not funny.
You work it out.
And work it out and shit. But now when we're doing Fools Gone Wild and we're gonna only get 15 minutes, I'm probably not gonna do crowd work too much because I already know they're already doing crowd work. The crowd sometimes gets tired of crowd work, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just do my joke. And especially at Fools Gone Wild, I don't think those people knew who I was yet. So I was like, I'm gonna go out there.
Shit. I think, man, you know what? They know who you were, bro. We know who you are in LA, dog.
My job was to make
the hood right here.
Yeah, my job was to make sure that at least they remember me after that.
And you know what, bro? That Fools, check it out. I don't get out to a lot of fucking comedy shows and arenas and stuff like that, dog. Which I need to do, bro. You know what I mean? Because you know I do this podcast and I work, bro. I haven't had a 2023 like you have yet, bro. You know what I mean? Where I can be like, bam. See you later, motherfucking 9 to 5. You know what I mean? We doing hood stocks 24/7, but we gonna get to that. It's probably gonna happen this year. Matter of fact, it's gonna happen this year, dog. Don't play with that shit, dog. It's gonna, we working hard. And you talk about 5 years. They say it takes 5 years to create a brand, bro. Well, this in a few months is gonna be the end of our 5 year. You know what I mean? So hey, we put in the work, and hopefully we get some dues. It's coming, baby. You know what I mean? But you know what, bro? That Fools Gone Wild, bro, show, bro, was so fucking funny, dog. You know, and I'm so proud of, you know what I mean? I already knew you were gonna kill it, dog. You know what I mean? I didn't know you were gonna be there when you pulled up and came out on stage. And like I told you after you said, I went to the back of the, you know, the green room to holler at you, dog. But it was all a surprise, bro, because when I went back there, you hadn't got there yet, dog. So I didn't know you were gonna come on stage. Yeah. But anyways, that was probably one of the funniest comedy shows I have ever been to. I had my boy Casey with me. Rick was supposed to be there, but he got jacked up by the Hoodas on the way over there. They tossed up his whole fucking his car, dog. It was ridiculous. But anyways, I hadn't laughed so hard in a long time, and I'm talking about when we talk, it's not ha, it's a gut laugh. Where this shit hurt, homie.
We're falling off our chairs,
bro. Oh my god, dog. And then, so I had taken shrooms right there, dog. You know what I mean? You know, because that's what I do, dog. We shroom right here to help our mental health, dog. And it hit me at the end of the show, and then I ended up at a gay rave with Casey, dog. You know what I mean? We ended his, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you this.
Lucky was in Boys Town.
No, I realized on that night of the Fools Gone Wild comedy show, dog, that Casey is a part of the Illuminati, dog. And I'll say this, bro. We're in a Tesla. I'm in his car, dog. You know what I mean? He's got some fucking like rave music going, boom, boom, boom. And he's fucking just like, he's going like this and shit, dog. You know what I mean? And going like this. He's running red lights, dog. You know what I mean? You know, and I said, fuck, dog. We are unstoppable tonight. Dog, nobody can pull us over. This is the Illuminati right here, dog. You know what I mean? This fool's a part of the Illuminati, dog. And we ended up in a rave. It wasn't a gay rave. It was a rave in downtown LA, bro. You know what I mean? We're fucking pissing everywhere in the underpass. We're going in. We're getting fucked up, dog. You know what I mean? You know, hey, dog, it was fucking a wild fucking night. But anyways, back to the Fools Gone Wild, dog. Shout out to you guys. You guys killed that shit. You killed that shit, dog. Concrete. I watched Concrete. I mean, I fuck with Concrete since he was a fucking rapper, dog. He thought he was the game and shit, dog. You know what I mean? He tells jokes about a cholo, but he was acting like a cholo at one point in his motherfucking life, dog. You know what I mean? You know, but he met his motherfucking full potential with this funny fucking shit, dog. But I loved watching Concrete too, dog, because I seen Concrete real calm, chill, in the pocket, spitting his motherfucking jokes, making people laugh. And I said, damn. And you know what? I'll tell you this about Concrete, dog. I want to tell you this about, I'm very visual, bro. Peripherals everywhere. You know what I mean? When you went on stage, when the comics came on stage, Concrete didn't come out of the green room because all the guys in the back, there's no TVs at the Comedy Store. There's no TVs in the back where the people in the green room can watch who's on stage. You can't, dog. If you're in the green room, I mean, that's cool. You're backstage, but you're missing the fucking show, dog. You're really missing the show. And when Ken Flores went on stage, I watched Concrete come around, come back, and watch you, dog. And yeah, Concrete is studying the game, bro. He's studying the game, dog. And so when I seen Concrete come out, people will be like, oh shit, there's Concrete, oh shit. I see Concrete a different way, dog. I see Concrete come out, and he's studying the game, bro. Yeah. And you gotta love that, dog. And that's respect to you too, dog, for what you're doing, dog.
I fuck with Concrete the long way. Me and Concrete first met. I obviously had seen the skits and stuff like that on the internet. When I first came out here in February, right around the time me and Renee started touring and shit, he had to do San Diego. So he's like, oh, I need a host for San Diego. He's like, I'm gonna get Concrete. And I usually, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I usually don't fuck with the guys that come from the skits to the stand-up because they usually trash. They usually are.
It took him a minute. It took Concrete a minute to raise up from the skits. Yeah. Because I watched them. I want to say this. I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I want to say this, dog. I watched them before, and I was like, I don't know, dog. Maybe the skits are just his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I watched them Fools Gone Wild, and I said, this motherfucker right here, dog. And I was fucking proud of the dude, dog.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Go ahead, dog.
Well, that night he hosted, and I remember his last joke before I come out. He literally undressed himself the whole way. So me as a comedian, as a hater, I guess you could say, I'm in the back like, this motherfucker out here getting naked. Like, just go up there and do your fucking jokes and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, be funny and walk out. You ain't got to do all that extra shit. But, you know, I was like, whatever. At the same time, I'm like, whatever, do what you want. So then I went on stage, you know, rocked it. Then me and him hadn't seen each other for a while, but I kept obviously being a fan. We followed each other. And then I saw him again. I went to like the Mota Martes shows with Be Real at the Ice House or whatever, and this motherfucker he went up before me, and I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll go after Concrete. You know, I know his bits already, like whatever. Bro, this motherfucker destroyed. Like, I'm watching him like, I gotta go after that shit. Like, he's a very likable person.
Yes,
you know?
He is.
And he's very real, genuine in person. But then on stage, he's likable and he's funny now. With the jokes, not doing no extra shit, not getting naked, just jokes. And that's what I respected. I'm like, bro, in the span of 8 months, you did what it took me 5 years to do to get good. You're fucking good. And then people would tell me, like, and when I say Concrete, like, who one of your favorite comics coming up? I'm like, Concrete. They're like, oh, but he just started. I'm like, it don't matter. Yeah. He's fucking funny. Like, because people used to do that to me in Chicago when I was 2 years in, a year in. They're like, oh, but he's new. But I'm like, yeah, but bet. Put me against you. Watch. Let's see who get the most laughs. Like, sometimes it's not about how long you're doing it. It obviously is, right? Because nothing beats experience. But some people just get it faster than others. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that got it. So for him to, and then now, luckily his business side of things snapped. Now he's headlining shows, he's touring, he's selling tickets. I know he's making good money, and for him, and then he deserves it because he got good. You know what I'm saying?
He got good.
Yeah.
He got
Shout
good.
out Concrete,
and
man.
that's all. You know what, dog? On the Fool's Gone Wild, bro. I went in the back. When Concrete got off stage, I went in the back and I said, "My boy," you know what I mean? Like, God damn it, dog. The evolution of a comedian, dog, you know what I mean? You should be in the definition of it, dog, because you really raised up from doing these skits. Yeah. It's you were hilarious with that shit. And I wasn't sure about him with the comedy shit, dog, you know what I mean? Until the Fool's Gone Wild, where he really broke through and did his thing. Hey, check it out. I want to take a break right now, and we're going to get into Ken Flores' story about how he came up.
Second ads right here. I'm going to do these ads, Rick. Hold on. All right, everybody. Hey, Happy New Year to you all right? Big shout out to Apeish OG, who cop all their amazing flavors of Apeish OG at OG Nation in the city of Maywood. All right, let me get in frame here. So go get your flowers and edibles. OG Nation is a one-stop shop for all your cannabis needs. All right, follow them on Instagram at Apeish_OG. All right, check this out. If you're looking or need any jewelry or cash loans, our personal jeweler, D. Leo the Jeweler, has multiple companies who approve financing for his jewelry. Let's say you want jewelry and you want to pay monthly. Well, they use one of their finance companies. They send him the payment and you get your jewelry. It's that easy. Also, if you're low on cash and need some money, they're offering up to 5K loans with no credit check. You got 3 months to pay it back with 0% interest, all right? There's no loan in the world that does that. So for any questions, please feel free to reach out to him on Instagram. That's at d.leo the jeweler, all right? d.leo the jeweler. Okay? So let me get this right here. Let me show this right here. Look, this is what it is right here, guys, right? Prepare for blast off and embark on an interdimensional journey of self-discovery and exploration like never before. Introducing the exclusive Rick and Morty interdimensional gummies, your passport to inner realms of consciousness, okay? Unlock your mind's eye that allow your senses to finally come alive without the strings that strain our perception of the world. With Rick and Morty gummies, you can experience all of that and more. So make sure you give these dudes a follow on IG. That's at Rick and Morty Gummies Official. And tap in with them on the Telegram for more info. The link is in their bio, all right? Hoodstock is also brought to you by Dying to See Me. Dying to See Me is a podcast that we love and support, so please go on YouTube and hit that like and subscribe button. Businesses, if you need stickers to promote your brand, well, here's our sticker plug. Graphics Joe is our guy. Nothing but quality construction, and it's hard hat certified, all right? Contact Graphic Joe at graphicjoe1376@gmail.com. You could also follow him and hit him up on Instagram at Graphic Joe with an underscore at the end, okay? Hood Stocks is also sponsored by Lux Tattoos, all right? Best black and gray work in the city. place your appointment on Instagram, and it's at LUX_tattoos. That is at LUX_tattoos. All right, guys, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back, all right, with the rest of Ken.
The devil's me, I can't think. I'm up all night, I can't sleep. Oxycontins, I can't breathe. Try and move my body free.
Have them run around the streets with a face mask. I'm knowing what I want to eat to make mad. Even worse, I'm a flirt with dead dance. Reach deeper and further in hell's mansion. Yeah, you talking what you ain't living, you walk past. Scum City, cheat dead, not average. Eyes bloodshot red, no sleep pass. Do we really need to make an example out? Creepy crawlers in my bed, fuck slut, cunt monster. Russian roulette, got two in a revolver. On my John Wick shit, bipolar proctors. Gone sick with explosive doctors. Devil is me, cause I ain't phased by a thing. No, we can do 5 or go 12 in a ring. Come on. KO, kill on sight, the Grim Reaper. Asshole don't come at me for my beef. Fuck. Lethal, street sweeper. Keep creeping, I'm beefing with any motherfucker for no reason. This meaning my demons are ready for war with no breathing. I won't stop till they get popped and stop speaking. Ears, eyes, mouth covered, I stay true. Don't wanna see nothing, hear nothing, speak about you. I'm rude, heartless, the devil, it's true. The devil's me, I can't think. I'm up all night, I can't sleep. Oxycontins, I can't breathe. Try and move my body free. Devil is me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Oxycontins, I can't breathe. Devil is me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Earth is my creation. Glass in my hand, I put the blood on the pavement. I'm ancient. Past life, whole town, burn me to a cadence. Swing it dead, I'm the hangman. Open up the Bible, said the stone swallows forward to the nations. LA County Jail, smoke a book of Revelation. Looking in the mirror, I see the back of my head. All the devil let me face this pretty one. How you gonna hate this? Kneeling to the altar, Christ hangs from my neck. Look at all the sweat dripping off my skin. Stepping off the body, you the shell of my sins. Seductive sensation, she dances and wins. She calls me king, I said, who am I again? Be the beginning or the end. Human life for you, you don't have to repent. The gate to all keepers, the serpent of evil, the virgin of bleeders, hearts to all needles, the organs to fetuses, leeches that suck all your blood. Seduction is incubus, your fire, he's water, your temper is harder. Osama bin Laden, our mama, you drama. Spiritual views, I'm feeling these shoes. I have no feeling, I loosen the noose. I rise to my feet, full of carnage I reap. Don't have to dig deep, I'm the butcher, you meet. There's blood on my horn, you hate how it feels, cause of me you born. Meeting the John. The devil's me, I can't think. I'm up all night, I can't sleep. Oxycontins, I can't breathe. Try and move my body free. Devil is me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Oxycontins, I can't breathe. Devil is me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. Motherfucker, underground death rap. Yeah, punk rock, hip hop, hip hop. Scum City, we the best. Dope ball lucky Zanzu. Who the fuck you thought it was? Try and catch our buzz.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Yo, check. Hit that like, yo. Hit that like.
Hey, you know,
hit that like, bro.
Likes up, guys. Yeah, I mean, 2024, we need likes up, dog. Don't play with this shit.
Don't play with it.
Yeah, don't play with it. So, Ken, my G, you said that Ralph Barbosa had went to a hospital. What were you doing in the hospital, bro?
Shit, bro. Man, this was in New York. We were in Manhattan. I was going hard. I always been a drinker. I always been fucking with cocaine. Like I always did way too much than I should have. And I've been a big guy my whole life, so I always like was overdoing it. You feel me? But back home I was broke, so I could only take it to a certain level before I had to stop. You know, you ain't got no more money, ain't no money fronting you, so you just fuck. You know. But as I started making money on the road. And then once you start getting a little popularity, you don't even gotta pay for shit. Everything is free. You feel me?
Yeah.
So then I had some shows in Phoenix for my birthday. It was right around the middle of June. And I had 3 shows, 3 different nights. It was Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And each of those nights, the manager got me a 5th of Casamigos Reposado and an 8th of some Loud Pack, right? So every day I walk in there and I'll finish the whole 5th by myself. I was with my guy right here, but he wasn't drinking at the time. Yeah. So I'm killing the whole 5th. Before I'm going on stage, even, I'm already done with the whole day of Casamigos and shit. So I was going hard, and then on top of that, I'll pregame during the day. I'll slam Twisted Teas, you know. So I just drank a shitload that whole week. And by the end of the show, bro, I was real like fatigued. I couldn't I had shortness of breath. And I've been a big guy, so I've always had shortness of breath. But I'm talking about from walking from I was in hotel rooms at some certain cities. I'll be in my hotel room and I'll be too lazy to take the elevator to the lobby. Like I'll be like, hell no, there's like 5 steps to the elevator, and then I gotta get that. I would just stay in my room all day, and I knew that something was wrong. I was like, this is not normal. Even me as a big guy, like something's wrong with me. But I kept ignoring it. Then from Phoenix, when we left from Phoenix, we came back to LA for like 2 days. I was in the flight, and I'm realizing my legs are starting to feel funny. Like I had Crocs on and shit, and my feet wouldn't fit in the Crocs no more, bro. Like they were too fucking big, and I realized I was like, I think something's wrong with them. And they were all hinchados and shit, all swollen. I was like, fuck, you know? And I started looking up, like, why would your feet get swollen? Why are you shortness of breath? My voice had gone away for like 2 different times in the past year, and it was all kind of just leading to like, you know, you Google shit, it takes you to the worst fucking
cancer.
Yeah, so it's just
AIDS.
like
BNS, dog. Did he get BNS?
I think so. It was like your heart is fucked up, all this shit, and I knew it because, like, you know, I knew I fucked around a lot. So I was like, fuck. Well, I'm gonna just, as a man, I'm gonna just eat that shit and wait for it to go away. So then I had a flight that same week. After Phoenix, I had a flight from LA to Philadelphia. So it's across the country. So now I get in the plane and I'm sitting there, and I guess since I wasn't moving, my legs started to like get even more swollen. You got blood clots and shit. And I didn't know at the time because I hadn't been to the doctor. I had never taken like high blood pressure medicine. Like I'd never taken care of myself. So I'm not knowing, right? So I get to Philadelphia, and when I'm in Philly, I get a fucking Uber from the airport to the hotel, and I'm getting out the Uber, and I'm just like, even walking from the fucking door of the hotel to the fucking front desk, I was like, something's wrong. Like I'm sweating and shit, but I'm still like, fuck it. Then I go to my hotel room that night. I sleep. I couldn't even sleep laying down, bro. Like every time I would lay down, I feel like I just started coughing crazy, bro. I was like, well, something's wrong with me, you know. I was scared, but I was still like, you know what? I'm gonna just drink more to fucking forget about it. And I was just get more fucked up. Then we did a show in Philly the next day. I couldn't barely even perform, bro. Like I was just so out of breath, so tired, you know, and so out of it. Like I didn't even put my full into the show. And then the next day I did New Jersey. So we drove 2 hours to New Jersey, and I remember the whole car ride. I was just feeling like shit. We did the show, we rocked it. And then at this time, since I couldn't really breathe well, I bought an over-the-counter inhaler.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that, you know, so I'm hitting the inhaler, and I'm coughing up crazy phlegms and shit, you know, but I'm just hitting the inhaler thinking it's helping me. Then we get to New York City. So this is 3 cities in 3 days. When we get to New York, we got 5 shows in New York. We knock out 3 of the shows at the 4th show. So it's 2 days. 2 days we split up 5 shows. So at the second day at the 4th show, I'm on stage and I'm doing my jokes, but I'm on autopilot. I'm not even giving a shit about the audience. I'm just kind of talking, and then I'm running out of breath. Yeah. So I'm just like stopping, and I'm looking at the audience, and they're kind of laughing, but at the same time they can see that
you're struggling.
Motherfucker's about to fall over or something.
Yeah.
So I tell them, I'm like, you know what? I gotta cut the show short. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital. And I pulled out my inhaler on stage. I was like, I'm having a hard time breathing. I even got this shit with me. So they were like, they're all like, cool, you get the fuck out of here to go get help.
Go help yourself.
So I got off stage. And at this point, like, I'm drinking Gatorade, I'm drinking whatever I think is gonna help me, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, fuck, I just can't breathe. And it's like when you gotta take a shit, like, the closer you get to the bathroom, the more you gotta shit, you feel me? So I was like, I'm gonna go to the hospital in LAX. We got an 8 a.m. flight. I'm gonna get on the plane and I'm gonna land and I'm gonna go straight to the hospital. I'm not even going home. And then, like, as I'm like standing there watching Renee perform, I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it to LAX. So I got an Uber from the venue to the hospital right there in Manhattan. I walk in, and you know what I mean, it's the ER on a fucking Saturday night, busting, you know, motherfuckers in there with stab wounds and shit. I walk in, and I tell them what's going on, but they see it in my face like, oh, this guy, like, he can't even stand up straight. He's leaning on shit. Like, I'm bad, bro. So they take me into the office to check, like, my blood pressure. As soon as they put that shit around my fucking thing, the lady just damn near went pale. She called the whole team. I had never seen some shit like this happen, like in the movies where the whole fucking hospital team walks in. They put me on the stretcher. They're literally running me down the hallway and shit. They put a fucking... That oxygen thing, respirator on me. They got they take off my shirt. They're trying to see what's going on. So they got an ultrasound, and I'm still like bullshit, you know. So I remember the doctor being like, "Oh, we don't have any more lube," and I'm like, "Spit on that shit." So I got nurses on each side trying to find my veins because I'm so fat. They can't find my fucking veins and shit. Now they're laughing. I got needles in my fucking hand and shit. This motherfucker laughing and shit. But I'm like, fuck it, you know, like I'm a comic. I'm a joke till I die. You feel me? Even if I die right here, I went out with a bang. You know?
Yes, sir.
And eventually, they bring in some X-ray shit to take X-ray pictures of my back and my chest. And then they had this one. They couldn't find my vein, so they're doing ultrasounds just to find my vein, bro. Finally, they had this one swole ass motherfucker come in there and got a big ass dumbass needle, bro. Just stabs me in the fucking hand with it, and he's like, "I got it," and he walks away. Didn't have it. This motherfucker missed my vein too. So now my hand looking like my leg, just fat as fuck, bro. So I pulled this shit out because I couldn't take it anymore. Blood everywhere, bro. Blood everywhere. They finally bring like specialists, bro. They had like 3 doctors, not nurses, you know, the actual doctors found my shit. They were able to get it. And then they were like, we're going to wait and see what's going on. So he left me there. And then finally the guy comes back. He's like, all right, so the reason you can't breathe is because you got fluid in your lungs. Wow. The reason you got fluid in your lungs is because you had high blood pressure for a long time, and your heart, you just never took care of it. So now you're drinking a lot, and then your body is not getting rid of the liquids as fast as you're putting it in. Same thing as you're eating in excess. So now your body can't digest the food. Now you got all kinds of shit in your body. On top of that, drugs and all that other shit. So they're like, your body's just not functioning well. But they're like, I'm 27 years old, you know. So they're like, you're young. So you could fix this. You could still backtrack. We can take care of you, but you gotta help yourself, or else you're gonna fucking die. They told me straight up. So I'm like, all right, at that point I'm just like, whatever, help me right now. I don't want to feel like this no more. So I was there for like about a week and a half. Finally, I couldn't eat or drink anything. I was peeing in the fucking like container. My OGs were in Chicago. I didn't want to tell them. I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to tell my mom I'm in the hospital. She's going to be worried, Because I've been on tour ever since. So she just tells me, like, hey, man, you know what you're doing. Just be careful, be careful, be careful. That's all they could tell you, And then I'm like, yeah. So I was just stuck in the hospital, man. In New York, too, so nobody knows I'm there besides a few close friends that I told, And then my guy, Renee, eventually had to fly back to LA because obviously they got business and shit to take care of. I'm like, bro, I'll be okay. My guy, Orlando, stayed with me the whole week out there in New York. Then Ralph visited me, Ralph Barbosa.
Shout out to Ralph.
Yeah, he came and I was just like, he real for that, Like at that time, 100%. He about to shoot his Netflix special. He had to come see me, you feel me?
Yeah, no.
So he came, he chopped it up with me, and he told me, he's like, bro, I was already feeling good. I was there for a week. So I got all the liquids out of my body. I'm on high blood pressure medicine. I'm on blood thinners. Like, I'm feeling really good. So he's like, look, bro, I'm about to go tonight. I got a surprise show, me and Dave Chappelle. And you can hang out with us, come with us, if you get out of here on time. So I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna let you know if I get out of here on time. But in my head, I'm like, I'm gone. I'm wrap all this shit up. I'm leaving. I'm about to meet Dave Chappelle. Like, it's over with. And sure enough, they gave me paperwork. They were like to sign leaving against medical advice, all that. Yeah. They gave me my prescriptions to go get medicine, bro. And at that time, bro, like I'm barely starting to tour. I'm barely I got my $4,000 in January, but I'm still putting everything that I'm making back into the touring. Like, I'm buying plane tickets, I'm getting hotels. So anyway, it's not like I'm sitting on a pile of cash. So I'm just like, I don't even think I could afford the medicines that they had, and I didn't have insurance. Yeah. So I couldn't afford the medicines they wanted me to get. I just took what they gave me, like enough for like another few days, and I took that. Never picked up my medicine, went to the show that night, had fun. The next day I had a flight to Chicago because I had 2 sold out shows in Chicago and I needed that money. Like, I was counting on that money. Yeah. So I was like, I have to go. So when I got to Chicago, I did the shows, but since I'm feeling good now, I'm going twice as hard. So if I was killing a fifth of fucking tequila in Phoenix when I felt like shit, now I'm killing a gallon in Chicago because I feel good. Damn. I'm celebrating that I feel back healthy. I'm feeling unstoppable, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then from Chicago, we had Miami. I never been to Miami. So I'm like, you know, I'm Scarface fan, Cocaine Cow, like Miami, you know, it's like Miami. Like, I'm infatuated by, like, when you know, I used to play Vice City on Grand Theft Auto. Like,
let's go, baby.
I can't wait to go. So when I get there, of course, the same thing. We get the special treatment. We got some fans that are, you know, connected for whatever reason, so they take us to like Tootsie's, the strip club that Drake be talking about, like with like just faint, like they give us the rapper treatment. Yeah. Like we're going in through the fucking secret door through a Costco, bro. Damn. So we going through a Costco like storage, and then through the back door of the Costco you get into the strip club. That's how like celebrities get into that month. So they treat us like really good, bro. And then from there they came up to us and they gave us like a bag like with $2,000 in it each, me and Renee. So they just give us a fat ass wad of cash, bro. They're like, don't take anything home. That's like the rule, but you can throw as much as you want, you know? Fuck. So I'm like, man, it doesn't even matter because I'm mine. So I'm throwing it like, I'm having time of my life, bro. Went twice as hard. Get back to LA, I was probably only healthy for like about a week. Then when I'm in LA, I'm resting, and my uncle who I was renting a room from at the time when I first moved out to LA, he's also, you know, he's a big drinker. He's into other shit too. So now instead of being home resting, he's like, oh, well, you're finally back, man. Like, get fucked up with me. So now I'm drinking with him, so there's no off nights, you feel me? Eventually I had caught like a little, I copped a little 8-ball and shit, and I'm just geeking it all week and shit. Eventually I'm out of breath again. My legs are twice as swollen. I'm spitting up blood. Like, it's getting way worse than what it was the first time. Now every time I breathe, it feels like somebody splitting my back open with their hands. Like, it hurts, bro. It's bad. Wow. And I was just like, nah, I'm not going to the hospital. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. It's going to go away. It's just not going away, bro. At that point, I wasn't even eating or drinking anything, just Coke. It just enough to give me enough energy to be able to walk from the living room to the bedroom. Like, it was bad, bro. And then eventually, every time I breathed, it just hurt so much that I was like, fuck this shit. I took a bump and I got an Uber to the hospital. And they were having a kickback in the front. My uncle lives in San Fernando Valley, in the city of San Fernando Valley. The whole hood was outside in the front just kicking it. And I just snuck away and Ubered. And nobody said nothing because they thought I was going to go like a female. So I just left. And now I'm in the hospital. They hit me up like at 3. So when I get to the hospital, they make me wait like an hour and a half. Finally, they put me in the room. And the doctor that I got, I explained to him everything. You know what? I went to the hospital in New York. They told me this, this, and this. I still drank this. I didn't pick up my medicine, and I'm still doing this, this, and that. And then he heard everything, and he told me, he's like, you're 27 years old. Yes, you're young enough to reverse this, but I have patients that are 80 years old, and your heart is working at a fraction of what theirs is working at. Wow. So they're like, so you really could pick. And I was like, no, I'm getting my life together. And he didn't give a shit. He's a doctor. He's like, I don't care. I'm doing my job. He's like, but if you don't fix your shit, you're gonna die. And then he's like, and you're on cocaine right now. And I was like, oh no, I'm not. You know. And he's like, not only is it in your blood work, but I can see the rock in your nose. Like, so I was like, shit. Fuck. So I was just embarrassing, you know. But I was like, fuck it. So then from that moment, they didn't let me leave. They put the IVs in me. All that is all the process all over again. And at this point, now I'm starting to realize how serious it could be. I'm like, damn, they're like, you realize that with this blood clot shit, like, you could move the wrong way and die. Like, it's some crazy, like, they didn't want me to go to the bathroom. They put a little toilet chair next to me because they didn't want me to make the least movement as possible. So I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers really are worried, you know? And at this point, like, I just don't process through my head how serious it is, you know? And, but then I kind of start to get it, and I start to get in my feelings a little bit, like, fuck. Because then my aunt finds out I'm in the hospital, so she comes and she just walks in, and I'm just like, fuck, like, I'm embarrassed, you know? My mom doesn't know I'm in the hospital. She didn't even know I went the first time, you feel me? Yeah. So I'm just like, don't call my OG, like, I don't want her to get worried or whatever. She's like, I'm not gonna tell her, but you gotta tell her when you get out. I'm like, all right. Man, I had an uncle who visited me in the hospital. This motherfucker brought me diced watermelon, and inside the topper there was a little sack too. That's a good thing. I was like, clutch, but at the same time it's like, damn, bro, you trying to kill me.
Yeah, real shit.
But from there, and it was embarrassing too, because now at this point, like, my stuff is really starting to blow up, starting to grow. I had just signed my management agency deal, so like this is all going on, right? And I'm stuck in the fucking hospital. And then I had a nurse that came in there. and I'm wearing the fucking gown, you know, like it's half open through the back and shit. And I'm a big guy, so they don't got my size. So I'm already got one that's more open than it should be, whatever.
Got the baboon booty hanging out.
Bro, for real. And they're not trying to give me no water. They gave me an ice cube. They're like, if you're thirsty, eat this ice cube, but you cannot have no more liquids in your body until we get rid of the shit that's in there now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bet, whatever. But at this point, like, you don't know how fucking good water is until nobody's letting you drink it. Now I'm just like, I need water. Like, I don't give a fuck if I go to the bathroom and drink it out the toilet. Like, I need water. So then I was asking to go to the bathroom, and I was drinking it from the sink like this with my hands and shit. When one of those, I needed help to get up because I didn't even have the strength to get up off the bed, you know? Yeah. And I'm connected to all kinds of shit. So I called the nurse, and the nurse comes in, nice, fine ass girl, bro. And she looks at me, and she's like, I know who you are. She's like, we watch your videos in the office all the time. Like, I'm a fan. She's like, you need to hook me up with tickets, woo woo. Yeah, I got you for sure.
Keep me alive, bitch.
Yeah, can I go to the bathroom, please? She starts to help me out, you know, and I don't know if you know, but like when you're on blood thinners and you're on all kinds of medication, your body's not reacting the same as if it wasn't. So every force that I'm making that I shouldn't be making, like I'm letting farts out. So she picks me up, bro. When I make that final push to get on my feet, I just heard my cheeks clap like pow, real quick. Like when you let a quick fart out and it's just like you just hear the clap, and I was like, what the fuck was that? She looks at me, we both look down, it's just a perfect pile of shit on the floor, bro. Like, like it looked like the emoji, bro. Like, it looked perfect, bro. Yeah. And she just like, she was telling me, like, can you hook me up with tickets? And I'm like, yeah. And after we looked at the shit, I just ain't had shit else to say. I was like, I'm gonna hook you up with the tickets. Like, just don't say shit about this.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, don't say shit about this. And then even more embarrassing, she was like, don't worry about it. I'll come back right now and I'll clean you up. And I was like, bitch, don't say that out loud. Like, it just sucks, you know, like, it sucks that I'm in this predicament, but at the same time, I'm like,
vulnerable.
I did this, you feel me? Like, I put myself in this situation, so I'm kind of also trying to take responsibility. You know, I've never been one to blame other people for the situations I'm in. I take responsibility for everything I do, consequences, whether it's criminal, you know, bullshit or cheat, anything, you feel me? So it was just embarrassing, but yeah, man, she came, she wiped my ass. It was embarrassing, but it was something I had to go through to realize, like, this shit's not a game, you know? Because I think more than somebody telling you you're gonna die, because I was already on a race to die. Like, I was already doing drugs like crazy. The only reason I want to change my life now is because my life has changed. So now it's like, oh, there is something for me in this world. Like hope, you know, like I could really make it. I could really put my people in position just how they put me in position. Like, I could win, you know, like I could actually be one of the ones to win this shit. And so now it's like, I'm trying to change my life, but at the same time, it's like, I'm so far into the shitty side of it. It's a lot of work to try to backtrack it and fix it, you know, but I'm doing it, you know. But from there, I bought the medicine that I needed to. I haven't been back to the hospital, but in the past, I ain't gonna lie, the past 2 months, like, I was going hard, man. So I don't feel the best right now, but I'm gonna fix it. And I hope this year I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, slow down a little bit in the, like I said, my girl just moved in with me. I feel like she's gonna be a big help for me and getting my shit together and shit, you know, just having balance. Because sometimes you're out here by yourself. Even if you are by yourself and you're selling out shows and you're doing this, sometimes you even get more lonelier than when you broke. Because at least when you broke, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You're with the homies kicking it. But now you got a little bit of, not fame, but like, you know, popularity or whatever. Now you feel like you can't go certain places, so you just stuck at home. And then you're by yourself, so now you just buying yourself an 8-ball and geeking it all night, just tweaked out in the fucking apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you let this shit get to your head, you could really fuck it up quick. So I'm trying to balance it out and with shit, you know, trying to get my life together.
My G, dog. You know what, dog? Please, brother. And man, I almost feel bad about something right now.
Fuck you, Lucky. Fuck you, Lucky.
Thank you for telling me the story after the break we just took. We took a real gangster break right now. Brother, you know what they say, health is wealth, dog. You know what I mean? And you know what, bro? You, just like Fluffy co-signed you, bro. You know what I mean? Fuck me. I mean, nothing's comparison to a cosign for Fluffy, but I'll say you are the one, bro. You know what I mean? You got next up, bro. You are the future, bro. You are a bad motherfucker. You are a funny motherfucker, dog. You have brought joy into my life without me knowing you, bro. And that's just from clips, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, bro. When I'm having a bad day, bro, and one of your clips pull up, bro, or you know what I mean? Man, I was so blessed to see you at the Comedy Store, bro. I mean, it really, really empowers my spirit, bro. And if you're empowering people's spirits, brother, you need to empower your own spirit in whatever you need to do to stay healthy, brother. Please, doggy. Yep. 2024, bro. I mean, when you have a year like you had last year, I would say last year was your breakout year.
100%, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what does one in a position like yourself do for 2024? We have people talking about New Year's resolutions, new me, all this other bullshit. A lot of cats don't follow through with this shit, dog. I mean, what comes to your mind entering the new year, bro? Is health on top of the list?
Yeah, 100%. Health is up there, you know. I mean, like for me,
is health before cocaine?
Yeah. Depends what day of the week it is, but yeah. I mean, obviously, right? I feel like we all feel like that, but man, you know, it's just like demons. You feel me? It's just like I can say whatever. I can lie on here all day long and be like, man, I'm healthy and all that. Woo woo. Shit, but it's Saturday night. You give me 4 shots. I don't give a fuck about my health. Like I'm bring out the zip. You feel me? Like I'm breaking all this shit down, and it sucks. But it's just like I had already been this person before any success. You feel me? Like I was already. So it's hard to make more money and then just stop.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like it's not realistic.
You know what? I want to say this, bro. I want to tell you this, dog. You know what I mean? Like for one thing, our greatest artists in the world. You know, their mind was altered with a substance, right? If we talk about Jim Morrison from The Doors, you know what I mean? Bob Marley, I mean, Janis Joplin, if you're into this type of music that I'm talking about, Marvin Gaye, Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, I mean, these weren't sober dudes, bro. Greatness, bro, is man, I mean, how many great people in the world were a sober dude, bro? And so I took 3 months off, bro. Because you know what? So I'm known for shrooming on here, bro. I have done more podcasts on shrooms than anyone in the game, bro. Hands down, bro. I've had cats tell my people, hey, what the fuck was up with Lucky? You know what I mean? And they're like, oh, dog, that fool was shrooming on your interview, dog. You know, I have dropped, you know what? I'm just saying, bro, like, it's art, bro. It's all art, bro. And we all have, like, our ingredients to our art. How many people are sober and just, like, put out great art? Not one. Mm-hmm. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
He was off the wine.
He was off the vino. He was off the vino and the...
And so I took 3 months off, bro. And because people said Lucky can't give a real interview. Lucky can't do that, right? And I took it personal, you know what I mean? And I sobered up for 3 months just recently. This is probably like the second or third podcast that, you know, I'm back in my shit, having a good time, got my elements, you know what I mean? Nicotine, alcohol, weed, mushrooms, all that shit, you know what I mean? But I feel like to reach my maximum level of creativity, bro, I mean, I like the elements, bro. I mean, do you need the elements for your creativity? Even though, I mean, the elements the substances, not only you already had that in you, but would you say that it kind of like put your creativity to another plateau in regards to being a comedian?
So with cocaine specifically, not to make this episode about that, but that's just my drug of choice. I don't do shrooms, I don't do acid, I don't really do anything else besides weed and that. Alcohol. So with cocaine, I don't like to do it before any show. I don't do it before any show because I don't like to be geeked or tweaked out, and it also fucks up my timing. Like if I get all periqueado and shit, I might go up there and like my mouth might get too dry. I might get nervous. My timing will be off, and it just my set won't hit the same. With alcohol, it doesn't elevate my creativity, but what it does do, my self-doubt goes down. So if I see a fool in the audience that I'm like, I'm about to dog this motherfucker, I might, if I see somebody that maybe looks like you, you know, and I'm on stage and I see somebody who got head tattoos and shit, I might just, me myself sober, I might be like, you know what, let me not because I don't know what this outcome might be. Yeah. Me off 5 shots, I'm gonna be like, fuck this, for you know, like, so it's just like, and most of the time, you know, it works out for the better because I don't wanna, I'm never there to disrespect somebody and make somebody feel less. I want you to laugh with me. But
bro, you was savage, bro, with the crowd work, bro. Your crowd work, bro, is straight savagery. And we spoke about it earlier, and I asked you a question about when do you decide to go into crowd work? You know what I mean? You spoke on that, bro. And the reason why I said it is because you were savage, bro. I mean, have you ever had any repercussions after the show? Because, homie, I see you talking to a female with a dude that said bop, 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 you know what I mean? And you're like, homie, she a fucking filthy whore, dog. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, damn, dog.
I like you said, we talked about judgment of character beforehand. I usually try to read the room. Or I'll usually try to read the couple, you know what I'm saying? So I'll ask a few questions, seeing how he reacts to the way I speak to her, even if it's lightly, I'll know that how he's gonna react if I call her a bitch. You feel me? So I try which I try to level it out, you know, and I still see people in my comments that are like, oh, if you would have called my girl a bitch, it would have been a rap. And I'm not saying it wouldn't have. You're probably right. You know, certain people take that shit differently. It's different when people are your fans though, because then they kind of let shit slide a little bit. But again, I'm never there to, the reason I say bitch is because I speak like that back home, you know, or like with people, you know. Obviously you realize that, some people don't take that word lightly. That word is a fighting word, and it could lead to something even bigger than that, you feel me? And I understand the power of that word now. But with alcohol, sometimes you forget, you know what I'm saying? And with the crowd work itself, like I've always been what they call it, cutthroat. I've always been a cutthroat person, even in school. Like if somebody would say something to me, I'll be like, "Hey, shut the fuck up, bitch!" Like, and I'll get in trouble, and you know, and we'll get into fight, whatever it is, you know. It'll lead to that. But I was always that cutthroat, and maybe it was because I was being disrespectful. Maybe I didn't realize how to and you mature and you realize you got to respect people in order to get their respect, and some shit you just grow out of. But when I was growing up, I was always real cutthroat, real disrespectful. So I think it still like bleeds into your adulthood a little bit. You feel me? Maybe it takes a little bit to get you out of pocket. Like for me, it'll be the alcohol, and then I'm back on my bullshit. But yeah, as far as the crowd work goes, like I try to. That's what people, because some people see my shit and they won't consider me like not saying that I'm not a real comic, but I've seen people that like they'll review like Ralph Barbosa's, you know, Netflix special, and I see somebody in their comments like, what do you think about Ken Flores? They're like, oh, he's funny, but we feel like he's too mean, or his goal is to just disrespect the crowd, which is not the goal. If you come to a show, you realize that I'm not even talking to the crowd most of the show. I'm doing my jokes. Like, it's real, genuinely funny bits that I've written and have outcomes and punchlines and twists and turns. I'm a good writer. But sometimes for the fucking internet, you just gotta put out what works. And people like interactions between you and a comic and the audience, you know what I'm saying? The only thing is that also creates bad habits and bad audiences, because for me, a lot of the people that have been coming to my comedy shows are always their first time. Like, it'd be a motherfucker, like, I got people that like, bro, I'm trying to come to your show, but I'm on the ankle monitor, or I'm on this, I'm on that, but I've never been to a comedy show, right? But I'm in a way, I feel like I'm growing this art form. Because same thing with you and podcasts. You got a motherfucker from the hood. I don't even know how to put a podcast on my phone. But now they know you got one, and now they find a way. They find your shit. Then they find somebody else's, and then now you got somebody in that market. You know, so you're growing that specific platform. For me, I'm growing comedy I'm taking it to like literally the hoods of people that never even knew that you could sit there, drink a beer, and watch somebody talking to a microphone and make you belly laugh. You feel me? Yeah. They didn't think that was possible, because all they know is like the lame comics or whatever, you know? Yeah. So I'm literally growing the art form, but at the same time, it's in my own way, you know? Some people love it, some people hate it, you know? And the only thing that sucks is that a lot of those people, as their first time coming, they see those videos. So now they want to come and be part of the show.
Yeah.
So now they come in, oh, what's up? Saca la bolsita, my boy. Or, you know, and it's just like, let me do my fucking job. And then we'll get to that part. Well, I'll talk to y'all eventually, but let me do the show, you know? So it kind of, and that's maybe that's on me for making somebody think it's okay to do that shit. But again, I'm also a big guy, you know what I'm saying? And I carry myself, you know, I feel like a certain way where if I tell somebody like, hey, relax, like we'll get to that, they're really good at like, all right, for sure, I got you, you know? It's never really somebody who keeps pressing the issue. I try to do it respectfully. Unless you're just really like drunk as fuck, there's nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, but I've had people that opened up for me get chicken wings thrown at them. You know, we talked about the guy that got hit with the lemon at my roast. 2 days before that, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta doing 2 shows in Atlanta. Atlanta's also another cutthroat city. You feel me? Like,
would it be predominantly black in the crowd?
No, Latinos.
Okay.
There is a lot of black people in Atlanta, but the audience was all Latinos.
Shout out to Lawrenceville. That's where they're all at.
For sure. Shout out to them. And yeah, they what's it called? My boys on stage, and I mean, it's just not going that well, you know? So sometimes they try to do the whole crowd work shit or try to be disrespectful. Not disrespectful, but like, you might come out there and be like, fuck this city, you know? And then they're like, who the fuck are you? Just gonna come out here and say, maybe with me, they'll let me get away with it because they know me. They bought the ticket to see me. But then you got people opening up for you. They're like, first of all, you haven't made us laugh yet. Now you're talking about fuck this city. Now you calling my bitch fat. Like, who are you? You suck. So then they fucking, like, I had one of my homies, not even a homie, but one of the dudes that was opening up for me, they threw a chicken wing at him. A full chicken wing, hit him in the fucking face with that shit. And then he got mad, you know, he kicked him out, whatever. Lady ended up getting arrested outside, bro. She was so fucked up when she got kicked out. She got up to leave, busted the shit in front of the stage. So he's still dogging her while she's on the floor. So now she's mad. Her husband like ran off somewhere. So now they getting her husband, the police. It's Atlanta, so they didn't have security. They got actual APD, Atlanta Police Department working. So they put him in cuffs and shit. They literally locked Shorty up, and then it was just like, I mean, it sucks. And then my boy come up to me, you know, he's like, oh yeah, man, that shit was crazy. Well, what's up with that? And not to be on their side, but I'm in a way, I'm like, bro, you a comedian. You got to make the people laugh before you start disrespecting motherfuckers. Yeah. Like, this shit is not, like, the disrespect is funny. You got to break them in a little bit. But you got to they got to like you. You got to love you damn near in order for you to come in disrespectful and they still love you. Yeah. Because even with family, they might not let that shit slide. You feel me? So you can't just go in there, they don't know who the fuck you are, and then thinking just because you on the road with me, you're going to get the pass. You're not. You feel me? Like, and I might not. So you got to find out when is the right time. Sometimes you got to just risk it, I guess. But I was like, I can't even be mad at them for hitting you with that shit. You know?
Let me ask you a question, bro. When you do a show in LA, you do a show in Atlanta, you do a show in New York, bro, what is the difference, bro? Do you see a difference? Or is it just different raza from different states?
The culture is different, but as far as like the streets and respect is the same, bro. That shit is worldwide. You feel me? Like respect is worldwide. Don't matter what hood you're from or what you bang. That don't matter because they don't care. You know, they came to see you. You know, sometimes you got audiences that you know that there's people in the audience that don't fuck with each other. You know, because you might even feel the tension in that motherfucker just walking. Sometimes, like as a person who, whether they grew up that way or whatever, you walk in a room, so you feel when it's tense, you know? So sometimes we feel that, so my job is to make it cool. Let's all have a good time, you feel me? But like, the cultures are different. Like, Chicago is very urban inspired as far as like, it's more like New York, as to opposed to like Texas. I feel like it's more like California. Now I know that people from California, people from Texas are like, no, we're not, we're our own thing. I get that. But the culture in the South, they still have, you know, like the bald heads, the head tattoos.
Well, there's a lot of cats from Texas from California.
Exactly. A lot of people that went from California to Texas, you know.
I know so many homies that moved to Texas, bro.
Exactly. And it's just like, Texas is more similar to California as to Chicago is more similar to New York. And we're in New York and in the Midwest, we're inspired more by black culture, hip hop culture, so we're different. You know, we come. I ain't gonna lie. Now, people might find this disrespectful, and I don't mean any disrespect at all. I didn't think cholos were real. I didn't think that was a real thing. I think that was only in movies, like the high socks, the Dickies, the Lokes. Like, I didn't think that was real. And then I came out here and I see them, and I was like, not only is it real, they are real. and they don't fucking play. You feel me? You got to find out, but you got to be here to realize and open your eyes. Like, this shit is different, you know.
And I mean, you're on the #1 podcast of the city, right?
Exactly, right. So it's just like
high socks and all that.
You learn to respect that shit. You feel me? Like, it's not nothing to play with. And then, but I mean, as long as you learn and you're willing to, you know, learn and respect, they got no problem, you know, showing you love. And in Chicago, it's a little bit more crazy. That's the thing I like about LA. It's more, people have more morals, I feel like. It's more respectful. There's more structure to everything.
Structure, I would say the key, because there's rules to the streets out there.
Exactly.
Is there no rules to the streets in Chicago?
I don't want to say there's no. I don't want to speak on the streets too much because I'm not in the streets.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes you
respect.
I can't come in here and be like, oh, you know, the streets is like. I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
I'm not
100%.
in the streets. But from the stuff that we grew up around and the stuff that you know, there's definitely more lawlessness. Because now there's beef.
In Chicago.
In Chicago, yeah. Especially like, and there's two different sides of Chicago. There's a north side where it does get real. You know, you got people at Humble Park. You know, this shit gets crazy over there. Puerto Ricans versus the Mexican, or you call it, you know, maniacs versus kings, whatever it is. Or on the south side, you know, you got the GDs and the BDs who became real famous with the rappers like Lil Durk, Chief Keef. Those are lawless. It's like almost lawless, bro. Like, there's 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds with guns, and they hear music all day about shooting motherfuckers and having ops and all this shit. So it's very easy for them to maybe have a misunderstanding, get shoulder checked at a liquor store. Maybe in Cali it might be like the fuck was that about? Like, you want to run the one outside?
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well, fucking fade, and it's respect at the end. Over there, you might get a 30 clip emptied on you over some goofy shit, you know?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be getting hot in the head. And at the same time, you can't blame them because these people grew up like this. Like, there's people in Chicago, literally in Chicago, not Iraq, not Afghanistan, that grew up to shootings every day. I lost 20, 15 of my homies are dead that I grew up with. You know, like I said, I didn't grow up that way, so I can't speak on that, but they came up like that. So you can't even blame them. It's a product of the environment, you feel me?
I want to ask you a serious question, bro. And it may not be not too serious to others, but I think it's been a popular question that I've asked individuals, especially Latinos and particularly Mexicans. How do you feel about Mexicans using the N-word?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them.
Yeah, I was one of them too, bro.
I grew up like that. Again, because like the word fool to me was not like real, bro. Like, I didn't know people said that. And then I came out here, I met my cousins, and that's the word that they say for everything. Yeah. And I picked up that lingo because as I was also doing my own podcast and I'm doing stand-up, and sometimes when I'll be drinking doing stand-up, it'll slip out. You know, you don't want it to slip out. You're doing shows for all white people. To you, it's like, oh, that's just how we talk in the hood. To them, it's like, oh, he said the N-word. Like, we got to cancel him or some shit like that, you know? So it's like, just to not deal with that, and especially you start growing, so people in Cali started watching me and stuff like that. Even the Mexican, I used to come out here and call my homies the N-word, you know? Like, what's up? Yeah, what's up? And then they'll be like,
what's up, my nigga?
They'll be like, don't call me that. I'm not that. Yeah. And I'll be like, damn, like, I thought black people got offended. I didn't think we got it. Now, they will also get offended if you call them that. They're like, I'm not that. Don't call me that. So it's just like you learn to, you got to correct the behavior, you know? So then I started saying fool a lot more just to keep me from saying the other word. 100%. But then I would go back to Chicago and say fool, and people be like, oh, you're not from over there. Why you're stealing their culture, you're stealing their lingo, or you're trying to, but it's not, it's just like I'm trying to correct the behavior, but it's hard when you grow up a certain way. Like, to me, that's not wrong. Saying the N-word is not wrong, but I also got to understand where it might be. And like I said, I'm trying to learn this shit, but you know, times are changing too. You feel me? Like, rappers,
it's a melting pot, bro.
Yeah. Your rappers that come, Mexican rappers like D-Baby, again, OG.
They all use it.
They all use it. They got major record deals. Like, they ain't stopping. Nothing's stopping it. You feel me? So it's like, but like, I don't want to. That's not even an argument for me. So I don't feel any type of way about it. You know, if you say it. Yeah. But just make sure you're saying it all the time. No, don't be selective when you want to say it. Like, either you're that or you're not. You feel me?
100%, bro. But I think it makes sense too, like for you being a Mexicano stand-up comedian, bro. That you have to have somewhat of a sense to respect the word for maybe black homies. That we have a lot of black individuals who watch this podcast. I mean, some of them may not be good with that, bro. I mean, and then when you're on stage and you might have a Latino audience, you know, I mean, some of them may not be good with it either, you know. So I mean, it's kind of like a tightrope you're walking on and shit.
My bad, don't interrupt you.
No, go ahead, brother.
As far as like anybody who's like the new people that I've met, the new circles that I've interacted with, nobody from the hood or nobody with a similar upbringing than me has ever pulled my card as far as that, like, as far as black people.
Yeah.
It's the nerds. Like, it'd be like the motherfuckers like with the suits that went to college and like, you can't say that word, you know? And I'm not gonna argue with somebody with a college degree, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if that's what you think, then fuck it, you know? I'm not gonna argue with you. But I mean, it's just like, I'm not gonna sit and argue with somebody all day talking about, well, that's how I grew up. You feel me? Like, I don't got time for that shit. Like, whatever. If you feel that way, then fuck it. I'm trying not to say it, you feel me? But sometimes that does slip out. But I don't ever mean it in any disrespect. I'm never saying it referring to a black person. I'm not saying it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the homie. It's just what it is.
Slavery days or something.
Nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's never that.
Ain't playing that
it's
shit.
Nothing but love and respect, you feel me? But
yeah. And I said the word for a cool minute, like years ago, bro. I had all the youngsters with at my crib. I'm selling dope and shit, doing my thing. And these little motherfuckers had me saying the M word. But I eventually corrected that, bro, because one of my homies, dog, kind of like checked me on it. My homeboy Villain from Highland Park, R.I.P., dog. He's like, dog, we weren't raised on that shit. What the fuck? Luck, bop, bop, bop. You know what I mean? And I said, you know what? You're right, dog. And I respected the homie so much. I love the homie so much. He supported me so much in everything that I was doing, dog. The least that I can do is I can correct that, dog. And I corrected that. And you know what, dog? I'm not rigid on this shit because I understand this is a melting pot. L.A. is a melting pot. The world is a fucking melting pot, bro. You know what I mean? Where we have, bro, I'm half Jew and I'm half Mexican, bro. You feel what I'm saying, dog? Like, dog, like I am fucked. You know what I mean? I've been fucked since birth on that shit. I was so ashamed of being half Jew, bro, because I had primos, dog, that would clown me on that shit. You fucking Jew, and I'm like, fuck you, boy, and the Jew. You know what I mean? But it built thick skin with me, dog, and it made the person that I am today. And to this day, now I you know what I mean? I feel like that's a strong bloodline within myself, dog, to be half Jew and half Mexican. My mom's Mexican, my pops is Jew, dog, you know what I mean? And I love it, and I wouldn't change it for fucking nothing, dog, you know what I mean? But anyways, brother.
Well, stop Jewing us and share the candy over here.
Now the podcast is definitely gonna be successful now. I know you Jewish. They gonna come get you. The agencies and shit, man.
Yeah,
you'll be all right.
You know what, bro?
Right.
Bro, the podcast is successful for 2024 because we got the big dog right here, Cam Flores.
Whoa,
you know what I mean, bro? Like you know what? So when a lot of audience you have are Latino, but like you know, to really make it in the world, which I think you've started last year, bro. And you're on your way to the top of that fucking mountain, brother. You gotta appeal to all races. You gotta appeal to all races. And so you don't always do Latino audiences. You have whites, blacks, and to make them laugh. I mean, so we have some of the homies within the hood right here. Young Beeves, you know what I mean? One Seated Entertainer. You know, we have comedians that come on here, bro. And I'm like, bro, you can't just do fucking Latino audiences, bro. You got to appeal to everybody if you want to blow up like Fluffy, bro. You know what I mean? Fluffy is rated G, dog. You take your kids to his shit. You feel me? Like, but not only that though, but you got to appeal to all races, bro. And sometimes Mexicans get that wrong. You haven't got that wrong.
Yeah, I try. I'm in between, you know, like I'm in between somebody like a Felipe Esparza and a Fluffy, because I definitely, obviously, the most people that know you and see you, the more money you generate, and the bigger you become as a whatever, it's comedian, celebrity, it don't matter, right? But it all comes down to paper. It's all about the money. The more people come see you, the more tickets you can sell, the more money you're gonna make, and that's just that. But at the same time, we also living in a time where, like you said, it's a melting pot, and people are tired of the clean shit. People are tired of like the this is Hollywood, like we have no cursing. We know it's a real world. There's wars going on. Like I said, you can look on your phone, you can watch a motherfucker die on your phone. So we done with the fucking goofy shit, the fake shit. You feel me? Like we got real podcasts like this that people want the raw and the uncut. You know, there's nobody's gonna go on. I mean, maybe Joe Rogan, but like nobody's gonna go on a podcast or on a TV show, late night TV show, and be like, yeah, I almost overdosed on cocaine and I shit myself in the like. You don't get stories like that. That's real, raw, and uncut. And I feel like people are fiending for that now, like that real shit. So I want to be as big as I possibly can be, without and people call it selling your soul, which is not literally selling your soul, but without having to fake who I am. You feel me? I still want to be me, and I feel like Joey Diaz is a great example of that. Somebody who who kept it real and was still able to get big enough to where he can do theaters, and live a good lifestyle without having to fold and do like rated G or whatever.
Hey, so check it out. We have 700 people right here tapped in on the live, bro. And I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for kicking off our 2024 with that, dog. Make sure all you guys hit that like to generate this in the algorithm, YouTube algorithm. I'd like to get into your story, brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got time?
I got time. Too.
Okay. You talked about how Fluffy talked to your parents. You talked about, would you say, bro, that you were kind of counted out, bro? You're a black sheep, bro, coming up. I mean, how were you raised up, bro?
I was always my parents, we grew up. I grew up in the inner city of Chicago, off of Kimball and Armitage is the exact intersection, Logan Square, Humboldt Park area. It's a main street, so CTA buses, the city bus goes through there. A lot of traffic. In Chicago, there's 3-story duplexes, or 3-story houses and buildings. So usually the landlord or the owner of the house lives in the middle. He'll rent out the top floor to somebody and the bottom, the basement to somebody else, because the basements have entrances from the outside. So you don't got to go in the house to get into the basement. You literally can walk in and out from the outside. So most people just live in basements. Like a lot of people rent a basement. So my pops rented a 2-bedroom basement for most of my life off of Kimball and Armitage, but they worked. My dad always worked, at least 60 hours a week. My mom worked third shift. Sometimes my dad will on a Friday night, he won't even come home. He's gonna go out, get fucked up with the homies. So now, and then my mom gotta go to work, So now I'm just at the crib by myself. So the people upstairs, that lived upstairs with me, kind of raised me my whole life. But being somewhere that you're not home, you're always gonna feel some type of exclusion. You feel me? Like,
pause real quick. I'm sorry, I got a piss.
Damn, Lord, look, he's got to pee, dude.
Sorry, dog.
Whoa, get it, Lux.
Hey, throw me one of those, Ken. I need that.
Come on.
You see it?
One more.
Fuck.
Fucking Casey.
Yeah, let's go. How'd you like the show, the Food's Gone Wild show?
It was good, bro. Long, bro.
Yeah, it was really long.
Yeah, I was the show started at 10:30, and I was at the Improv before that. Yeah. So I did my spot at the Improv, went all the way to the store, and I mean, just walking in the back, I didn't realize it was gonna be that deep.
Yeah.
So I'm shaking hands with everybody. Everybody's high as hell, drunk as hell, and it was just, but it was dope because I hadn't met a lot of those people for the first time. Like Willie Barcena, I had never met him in person, like one-on-one like that. He had never seen me perform. Same thing with even the Food's Gone Wild stuff. Like, we've been fans since back home in Chicago. Yeah. But I had never ran into any of them, or Little Mystery, and none of that. I had never seen it in person. So seeing all that shit in person, talking to them and hearing the voice in person was just like, what the fuck? Like, this motherfucker's right here in front of me. You feel me? So it was definitely. I don't ever walk anywhere and pretend like y'all know who I am. I'm always with my head down. And I'm just being in the Comedy Store alone is still a blessing to me. I don't take that shit lightly. Some comedians die with the dream of performing at the main room in the Comedy Store to a sold out crowd. Yeah. And they never get to that level for whatever the reason is, So for me to be able to do that on a regular Thursday or whatever is not only a blessing, but to do it in front of Latinos, to see how far we've come. The Comedy Store, that's a white club, there's white people there, and maybe, what I'm saying, depending on the show, it might be a black night or urban night, whatever, but for Latinos to pack out the main room at 10:30 on a Thursday, bro, it's big. And then have the whole lineup be Mexican. Dude. And kill it too. We're all funny. We're all getting to the bag. Some of them are legends. Felipe Esparza's a legend. Yeah. Willie Barcena's a legend. Then you got Concrete coming up, me coming up, Frankie Quinones who's going crazy.
Cholo Fit.
It's just all we're all doing it. You feel me? We're all selling out shows. We're all over the country. And it's just for all of us to be there that one night, and for me to me, I felt like, damn, I don't even belong here, but shit, it was a blessing.
Shit, you belong there, bro.
You belong there, big dog.
You belong there like a motherfucker, dog. Hey, so you were saying,
Nah, but like I said, like as far as like you know, being always getting, I was always like, people were always watching me. You know, my mom always had to pay ladies to watch me, and because they were always working. So you know, the ladies, I remember like for a long time, this one lady used to watch me, and her kids used to fucking bully the shit out of me. Like they used to bite me, take my food, and then when like sometimes like seeing people like they'll come home with pizza for them, and they wouldn't give me shit. You feel me? Like it was just like little shit like that you remember growing up, and you're just like, man, like they don't fuck with me. You feel me? So I gotta do something so people can like me. I wanted to be liked since I was little. Like, why don't people like me? Like, and I was always like, I was a fat kid too. So I was people like, oh, like the gordito or whatever, and it was just like, growing up, it's just like fuck you, bitch. Like I'm a regular. I'm like them, but it was just you just get looked at different because you're fatter and you're not their kid, so it's whatever. So then growing up, I started to be funny. You know, like you start to say jokes, and you gotta get liked one way or another. Unfortunately, the first few times I was the funniest was bullying other people. Like that was my thing. That's kind of how I got funny, messing with other people, because then people see you as a bully, and they're like, oh, we're not gonna fuck with him. He's after I was getting bullied, you know, bitten and shit like that by kids. I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna be the bully. So then I would just not let people fuck with me, and I just became an asshole for most of my elementary days growing up. I was just a bully in school, you know, all that shit. But it was just really just to be liked. I didn't want to be looked at like clowned or bullied or whatever. And then from there, growing up, I mean, it's just like, again, you're not bitches in high school. They're not looking at the fat motherfucker like, oh, ain't nobody like, I'm trying to holler at him. You know, I'm just the fucking fat kid. So now, only thing I had to do was be funny. So I was just always a funny motherfucker, bro. Like, and that was that, you know. I was always a people's person too. So I got invited to parties really early. I smoked really early in my life. Like by middle school, I was already smoking weed every day. High school, I was already drinking damn near every weekend. So I got lost in that shit pretty fast, you know. Like just drinking, trying to be cool for the wrong motherfuckers. And I got addicted to shit real early. You feel me? And then probably in 2017, when I was right around like 19, 18 years old, that's when I tried. I was hanging out with one of my homeboys who used to basically run shit out there back in the road where I'm from. He had a big party, and I saw for the first time, I saw people do key bumps. And I had never seen that shit before in person. And there's people that I really respected, that I really looked up to doing it. So I'm like, I'm going to do it too. So I started doing key bumps when I was like 18. And then from there, like, I just did it every fucking weekend, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking up the re-up. I'm just doing key bumps the whole fucking time. And then it's just like, oh,
my bad. Back to me.
So it's just all like, it was just you know, I got addicted to that shit real early. And like, as far as, you know, I talked about being a disappointment to my parents. When I got addicted to cocaine, no, they didn't know, you know. I'm a fat motherfucker. Like nobody's like, he's addicted to cocaine.
Yeah, hell
the fat
no.
motherfucker's addicted to pizza and shit, you know. So they never like, and again, they was always working, so it's not like they could pay attention and shit. So I was just always doing my own fucking thing, and then eventually, like I was just always broke. I remember like letting my little sister, my little brother down, because like sometimes they'll ask me for like money. Like they'll be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go on a field trip. I forgot to ask my mom for money. Can you let me borrow like $20 or $50? And I just wouldn't have it. Like, I could never be a big bro to them. You feel me? Like, so then they start losing respect for you. They're like, oh, he's just a broke ass motherfucker. Like, he don't got shit to his name. So I started feeling like, again, insecure again. It's almost all those feelings of like not being accepted when I was a kid started to come back, because I'm like, I'm not being accepted because I'm a junkie now. You feel me? So then from there, I was like, you know what? I need to do something with my life to get me back into like into like the internet, or get me back into like talking to people. I was working at a warehouse, and I used to do YouTube videos when I was like 15, bro. Like dumb YouTube videos. I used to just turn on the camera on the iPod, talk shit for like an hour. I had a few videos go viral on YouTube, on World Star Hip Hop, when I was like 15. Okay. So I had already got a taste of like that whole internet, watching chats come in and stuff like that. Yeah. So I knew I wanted to do something in entertainment. I knew I was funny, but I just didn't know what it was gonna be. And I knew that I didn't want to put on no wig. I didn't want to do no skits. Like, and no disrespect to anybody that do
no
it.
No disrespect to Concrete.
Nah, but he does it really well. Like Concrete, you could watch a skit and genuinely enjoy it. There's some that you could watch from other people that just like, this corny motherfucker put a dress on for this bullshit. Yeah. So I just knew I didn't want to be that guy that had to turn on a camera and put on a costume to be funny. You know, I just wanted to be liked for who I really was myself. So then I was like, stand-up might be the way. And I mean, my favorite stand-ups were like Cat Williams, old Kevin Hart, you know, Felipe Sparks. So I'm like, I'm influenced by them. So I'm trying to, like, they're some of the best in the world.
All fire-ass dudes.
All fire, talk. Bro. All fire. Pause on fire-ass dudes. But
crazy shit. Come on,
but yeah. So and then from there, I got a job at the bank for a little bit, right around the age I was like 20, 21, and at that time I had this guy who he owned the comedy club in Aurora, and he kept telling me, you need to come watch this, come do open mic night. You're funny every time I come in, you make me laugh, whatever. And I was just like, yeah, one day, and one day I was just bored, bro. And I remember we were just geeking at the homegirl's house. And her sister came in, and she kicked us all out that motherfucker. And we didn't have nowhere to go. We had like an 8-ball and a 24-pack, and we're just outside stranded. None of us owned apartments. We weren't even old enough to get hotels. Like, so we're just like, fuck. So I'm just like, I need to do something with my life. I can't be out here like a fucking bum looking where I'm gonna go hide in what corner to do this coke. I was like, I need to do something with my life. So I ended up going to the open mic one night just to watch. And I went 2 different times, and both times I watched motherfuckers suck ass. I was like, man, these motherfuckers are trash. And then eventually I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I signed up and I went up. And I ain't gonna lie, I was trash too, but you think you're better than people. And then you go do it and you're like, oh, I'm ass.
So but it's harder than it looks.
Way harder than it looks. Like, you respect people after that shit. Everybody that said was ass, I ended up respecting them after I went up for my first time. Because I'm like, for you to have the balls to come up here and get no laughs every week is crazy. But I knew I had got enough laughs that little very addictive personality in my brain that I have that's addicted to food, drugs, alcohol, also got addicted to that laugh that I got. And from there, I was like, I'm never going to live my life without doing stand-up again. I have to do this. It's my new favorite drug.
So you knew you can do it. After that, you just knew that, hey, I'm going to make this shit happen. This is going to be me right here.
Yeah, I was always very delusional. You know, from the moment I started, I was like, I'm going to make it. I'm gonna make it,
bro. You've been doing it.
Yeah. Well, now it's a little bit. It seems more real, you know. Like me and my partner and my homeboy and shit. We used to come out to LA, like just save, like not even save up. We'll just cash a check. Like when we didn't have to pay rent or didn't have to pay like a big bill. Like fuck it, let's cash the check and go fuck it all up in LA, and then we'll figure out how to pay the bills when we get back.
Like if you were going to Vegas on some old, we're gonna go gamble some shit.
Exactly, bro. So we used to come out to LA and just get an Uber or just drive up to the hills, you know, rent the car, whatever, and just look down and be like, man, like you see these big ass houses in LA, multi-million-dollar houses, these Lamborghinis, these Ferraris.
That's you right
like,
now,
I'm
right?
like, well, not yet, but I'm saying you see
there,
that,
right?
And then not yet, but I want to. You
coming, right?
I'm coming though. I'm coming.
Yeah,
and you see it. And we see that shit, and you're like, man, these houses are being built because somebody's paying for them. These cars are being bought and made because somebody's paying for them. So why not us? Like, why can't we own this shit as Latinos? You know, as non-college goers or whatever the fuck, you feel me? Like, we need to find a way to get out here.
Did you graduate high school?
I did graduate high school, class of 2014. Okay. East Aurora, yeah.
Everybody sees you though, bro. Like real talk. Like even like my coworker, he seen I posted up that you were coming on tonight. Yeah. He's like, damn, bro, that's the dude I'll be following. That fool's that fool's with it. Like that's the dude. That's who I fuck with on comedy.
Yeah,
I work construction, bro.
They fuck with me out in LA. Yeah. But a lot of people think I'm from out here, bro, and I tell them I'm not. And like it's so much, like it's weird because most people, they go to certain places and they get told, oh, but you soft, you're not from here. I go to certain cities, whether it's Texas, LA, and people are like,
fuck with you, huh?
We wish you was from here. Like, we fuck with you.
Like, we fuck with you,
and I fuck with that. And that's why, like, LA, I always knew. Every time I came out here, we used to come out here 2-3 times a year, and I always felt at home. I was like, one day, I'm going to come out. And then, like I said, April, I rented a room in April. When I went to the hospital, I couldn't go back to my uncle's just because, like I said, he was people that probably I shouldn't be around. The bad influence. Bad influence. So I was living in a hotel for like a week. And then eventually I got a phone call that I got approved for the apartment that I wanted. And shit, I moved. I didn't have shit in my apartment, bro, just a mattress on the floor.
Nice.
And that's it, bro. But I was happy. I was happy.
Hey, real talk, though. We fucking with you, dog.
Thank you, my boy.
You got that shit cracking out here, big dog.
Thank you, brother.
Shit.
It's a big dog right here, Droops. Droops. I mean, we
appreciate that.
You know what, bro?
Appreciate that, man.
You, bro. You, dog. You ain't from Chicago, dog, but I love and I appreciate you like you from LA, bro. You one of us, bro. The way you clown, bro. The way you clown, the way you do your crowd work, the way you do your stand-up, bro. is like you from my hood, Highland Park, bro. You feel me? Like, cause I relate with it like 1000%. I mean, you had when you made the decision to leave Chicago, obviously it sounds like you fell in love with the LA culture. I mean, you could have went to any other city. You could have went to fucking New York. You could have went to Houston, Texas. I mean, why LA? Why did you move out this way? Do comics need to come to LA first? Because Joe Rogan came here, did his thing, and then he bounced out to Texas once he built his empire.
Where all the whiteys are. Right
here in LA, and then he's bashing the politics right here, you know what I mean? But, I mean, why LA and not another state?
For me, it was completely like geographical. I loved LA. Even outside of comedy, I loved LA. The culture, the food. My uncle was out here. I had cousins out here. Like, I didn't grow up with a big family. Like, my Christmas was never like, oh, I got the whole family here. We're eating tamales. My Christmas was never like that. It was just the people I live with in my house. And that was it. And even that, we might have not even done shit on the holiday. You feel me? Like, so I never had, like, the big family feeling. And I definitely didn't have cousins my age, you know? So when I came out here, my uncle, he's got a son, which is my cousin, my blood cousin, and his sister. They're both 28, 29. That's my age. So I'm like, damn, you guys are my family, my blood. And we're related, and I mean, we didn't even know each other our whole fucking life, you know? So I knew that I had some other family out here, and on top of that, like, I was just, like, infatuated with the lifestyle. Like, I use it, like, when people that are wealthier than me, I use it as, like, motivation. Like, damn, like, that's raw. Like, some people might see a nice car and then be like, ah, fucking asshole. But to me, I'm like, damn, hey, man, whatever the fuck he did to get in that motherfucker, I'm trying to get like you, my boy, you feel me? So I use it as motivation more than anything. And then on top of that, not everybody needs to come out here. Like, for example, again, not to name drop my boy again, but my boy Ralph Barbosa, he blew up so fucking fast that he skipped the part of needing to be here. And I understand that there's different levels to this shit. I'm coming up, you know, me, him, and Renee, we look at each other like we're on the same level. But I know the real shit is that he's doing theaters. He's doing theaters, multiple theaters a night, 5 theaters in one night, like 5,000 tickets in one night. I'm not there yet. I'm maybe doing 400 tickets a night, you know, on a good day.
It's coming to you though, my boy.
It's coming. It's coming, but I did need to be seen, and I did need to be in Hollywood in order to kind of push it a little bit. Because in Chicago, it was just kind of like you outgrow cities, bro. Like there's ceilings, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. For sure.
And then to make the money too, like in LA, there's a lot of money, bro. And I'm not saying just like industry money, but I'm saying because of the traffic in LA, there's going to be people that live an hour away. Let's say Ontario, right, from downtown LA.
Everybody's going to fuck with you.
It's an hour away, but people are not going to leave their job at 5 p.m., then sit in traffic for 2 hours or 2 hours and a half to come see your show. It's just not going to happen. But me, I don't work in the day, so I got all day to get to Ontario. So I go to Ontario, I get my bag in Ontario, make a couple grand, come back to LA. The next day I go to Oxnard, make another bag. Like, there's a lot of money to be made out here, you feel me?
A lot of counties.
Money's out here, boy.
And then I feel like, and if I wouldn't have been out here, the agencies wouldn't have taken me as serious because they wouldn't look like a threat. He's like, it's just some kid in Chicago that's got a little bit of hype on the internet.
Watch you getting it, bro.
Does a comedian need to be have like an agency, like the way you got signed? Is that the way? Is there any comedians that are successful that are like how do you say it? Like Independent.
The thing is that some comedians are real secretive with whether they're signed or not. But
why would they be secretive about it?
Well, I mean, sometimes they don't have the best agent.
Okay.
So they don't say shit, you feel me? The reality is that these people that are in the industry, they know each other. They work with each other. So a promoter in Texas might have dinner or twice a year with the agent out here in LA. So he might, most of this shit is they're calling in favors. That we just signed this kid, man. What day can you give me for him? So now they're like, all right, we'll give you a Thursday in March. Boom, there you go, locked in. Instead of me having to write a paragraph trying to prove myself on why I need to perform there. Even if you got 1 million followers, they don't know if you can sell tickets or not unless you got receipts and copies. And even then, they might offer you the date. They'll be like, okay, we'll give you a date in April, but you're gonna get 50% of the door. So now you're gonna get fucked, on the money. And when I didn't have an agent, when I told you I was leaving those rooms with Renee with a phone number and a date, yeah, I was, but I was coming back and getting fucked on the money because I didn't have nobody representing me. I'm getting 50% of the door. So I'm making, let's say I leave with $3,800, $3,800 for one night. To me, That's a lot of fucking money. Like
100%.
in one night, I made $3,800. I'm rich. But then you realize, then I see my boy Renee come in and do the same fucking show, the same amount of tickets sold, the same price. He walk out with $7 grand. It's $8 grand for the same shit we did. So now I'm like, oh, I need an agent. You know, and then obviously if you're in the game long enough, you can learn all the tricks and have the relationship to where in the future you might not need an agent. But just to book and arrange your calendar, bro, it's a lot of work. And I'm talking about from somebody who is barely coming up. I can't imagine somebody like Felipe Esparza or Fluffy doing it without an agent. To fix your calendar, you have to, bro.
I hit up Fluffy's agent for an interview to come on the podcast. He said he cannot do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've seen
Fluffy.
Fluffy.
I was thinking of Felipe Esparza because we
Colby Smith.
So I was talking to Felipe in the green room in the back at the Comedy Store, and he knew about Hoodstocks, right? And he was like, bro, because he's got his podcast too. He's like, we got a podcast, bro. Whoop-de-whoop, this nice. All right, let's do it. And so then he said, all right. He had his wife with him, and he goes, all right, get his email. And so I mean, as soon as he directed me to get, after we had a dope conversation, to get the email to the wife, I felt like that potentially wasn't gonna happen.
Don't feel like that. His wife is the boss.
Is she?
His wife is the boss. Every time I've ever done business with him, it's through his wife via email.
And she's sexy as fuck,
I didn't say that.
I'm just fucking around, bro. I'm just fucking around.
She's the boss, bro. Like she
with respect.
And with respect. We talk all shit right here, dog. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hello?
Yeah, you're live right now with motherfucking Kim Flores, baby.
Whoa.
Hey, Lucky.
What up, doggy?
What's good, Lucky? Fuck you, Lucky.
I love you too, baby.
I saw love, brother. Just calling in to show some love, man.
Absolutely. What do you think about Kim Flores?
Man, it's hilarious, brother. Keep it up, doggy.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Always.
That's right. Appreciate you, my boy.
Yeah, man. Thank you for picking up the call, big doggy.
Where you calling from, bro?
You know what? Right now, I'm out here in Riverside County, man, IE, but I came from Harbor area.
It's all good. What's your New Year's resolution?
Well, you know what, man? Just to live better, dog. Fucking live like you guys, man, up there.
There you go, baby.
Right.
We love you.
Shout
and that's
out
gonna
to Riverside and Harbor area.
And that's gonna happen, bro. I love you, bro. Thank you for calling in. Happy New Year.
You guys.
Yeah. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Yo, what's good?
Where you calling from, my G?
Sir.
Where you calling from, my boy?
Hello?
Yeah, where you calling from?
Shit, I'm calling from Waukegan over here. I'm a big Kim Flores fan.
What's up, my boy? Shout out Waukegan, man.
Is that Illinois?
It's north side of Chicago. Yeah, it's up north above Chicago. Yeah, man.
Okay. What's cracking, dog?
It's Sir Juice. Ken, you already know what's up.
Top, my boy? What's going on, bro? Shout out Waukegan, man. I love it out there, man. They get down over there.
Man, y'all both podcasts is one of my top two.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be back soon, bro. I'm gonna be back soon on my podcast, bro.
I was there at the roast, you know.
Oh yeah, you find out you threw the lemon, bro.
Oh hell no.
You remember that shit though?
Hell yeah, it was a dude in front of me. I was cracking up. That shit was funny as hell.
Hell yeah, bro. Thank you, brother.
Yeah. Nice talking to you, y'all. And y'all have a good night and do a fat ass rail for me.
Oh. We'll try to make that happen, sir. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What up?
Hey, what up, man? I just want to say, yo, I was at that Fools Gone Wild show, man. That shit was popping, bro. That shit was funny. Bro, Cat was funny. All these fools were funny, bro. These bitches, you feel me?
Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for coming out. That shit was hella fun, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. All you fools killed it, bro.
You guys really did. From the beginning to the end.
I'm a fan of you, bro.
What's that?
I was trying to see where you were at, bro.
I was in the cut, baby. I was in the cut.
That's right.
I was in the cut. Mr. Little RE says there's no lames allowed, but he had a couple in the background, so I hollered at them fools. You know what I mean? Hoodstocks, baby. You know what I mean? Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth, homie. You know what I mean? This is real life. Hey, I love you, doggy. Thank you for calling in, dog.
Of course, love you guys too, man. Keep it up.
Let's go. Hey, you're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Yo, what up, love?
Shit, what up, my G? Happy New Year, dog.
Shit. Happy New Year, dog. Fuck you, homie. You didn't answer my message, dog.
Is this Rooster?
You ain't open my DM, man.
Is this Rooster?
Man, yeah, it's Rooster, dog.
This is Rooster
Calling from Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson,
shout
Arizona.
out Ken Flores, Mr. Flores, man.
What's up, man? Shout out.
You a cool motherfucker right here. This is the way to start the new year off.
100%. I don't think he really realizes it right now yet, dog. I don't think he really, hood stocks. And when I'm just saying, like, dog, like our support group is crazy, dog. And then he come fuck with us, dog. You know what I mean? And you got security anytime you're in LA with hood stocks,
Shout
bro.
out Ken Flores.
We pull up with you, my G. Anytime you need us, bro, we pull up with you, bro, and we got you. You got the keys to the city, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Real
Hell
shit,
yeah.
dog. Yeah, we take.
Real, that motherfucker right there. Hey, I seen the dopest Yola interview. That shit was dope.
Appreciate that, man. Hell yeah.
Lucky, you need to go up on that motherfucker, dog.
Nah, dog. You know, I leave it up to the Cam Flores, the Concretes, the George Perez's, bro. I'm a backyard boogie clowner, bro. Like, I just like to talk shit and bag in the background. If I'm not in the background or in a prison yard, you know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, like I leave it up to these dudes because these are the dudes, and then I get my clown on right here on the podcast. But, hey, Rooster, I want to ask you, what is your New Year's resolution?
My news, man, to get some motherfucking more money, just stay out the way and just don't even fucking, you know what I'm saying? Just make shit happen. Don't even talk about it.
Say less. There it is right there.
Hey, whoop, motherfucker Drew, suck it, Casey, what's up, dog?
Baby. Put on Drew.
I seen Casey, hey, man, motherfucker was getting down at that little rave shit. That shit was dope. Little motherfucker's crazy.
That rave was fucking
and then
crazy.
K9, man, where K9 at? That motherfucker breaking in the houses and shit. You see his last post?
I don't know.
He went to the Temu headquarters to go get some
He's gonna pull up soon,
some penis pumps, so he'll be back soon.
I think he's still in front of the Christmas tree with matching pajamas. I don't know.
No, he posted some shit earlier. I've seen him post, man. I know damn well he broke into a house. All right, dog, y'all have a good night.
Love you, Rooster. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what up? Lucky is Caesar from Monte.
Caesar, what up, my G?
Hey, I was selling with you for like a couple months.
You were selling with me? Where we at?
We're in Chanchilla, my boy.
Sexy bitch, I remember you.
Real talk. Who's this fine Simone you got here?
Hold on, man, your boy Ken Flores, brother.
So you know what? What's dope about this is dope, bro. You know what I mean? This is dope. I'm gonna come up, and it's good that sometimes people may not know who you are, and we introduce you to them, bro. This is one of the funniest fucking Mexicans, bro, in the game, bro. This dude, bro, like I've been like a fucking hood rat trying to holler at this dude straight up, and I had to pull up on him, bro. You know what I mean, face to face, and he go ahead.
You can't give him the keys to the city, my boy. Your girl don't even give you the keys to the house, my boy.
My G, that's what I love about my Goonies.
Orale, I love you, bro.
I love you too, dog. Thank you. I appreciate that, dog. Love you, bro. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's up, big Wolf coming from Monte.
Wolf, what the fuck, dog? What is your New Year's resolution, Wolf?
Sorry, I was just, thank you, dog, for Ken Flores for connecting the 48, dog. And I just asked a question, dog. Because, he's not a big dog. When he looks at the crowd nowadays, does he see a bunch of Happy Meals or a bunch of killer meals?
Wolf, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. You are mumbling some shit that I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, you got to charge your Obama phone, bro.
Real shit. Wolf, we love you. Happy New Year's, dog. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what it do? What's up? Look, how y'all doing?
Chilling, my G. Shit, we are on like another level right now with the homie Cam Flores. Like, bro, I couldn't not have dreamed to start my year off without this dude right here, bro. Cam Flores, dog.
Appreciate you.
You know what's crazy, dog, is these comedians don't even know. I think they do know. No, they do know. Let me correct myself, bro. Like laughter, bro, is the medicine of the fucking world, bro. And this dude, I'm fanning out right now, dog. I really am, dog. You know what I mean?
I hear
he's
you,
sexy
dog. You
as
grouping
fuck,
out.
too.
Yeah, you groupie.
Huh?
I say you groupie now. I love it. Hey, Ken Flores, man. Hey, man, love my G on some real shit, dog. But I had a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, my boy. I mean, I heard about your health and all that, man. You know, I'm sorry about all that. But did it ever spark a flame in you to be like, hey, you know, man, shit. And, you know, when I get a little bit more up there, like I'm gonna like cause awareness. You know, either like make a drink or something for or just an idea of to help people that because we do struggle with weight. You know, in the United States. I mean, you ever think about that?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I mean, I can sit here and lie and shit, tell you, yeah, but I gotta figure out my own issues before I can even move on to the rest of the people's issues. But once I get my shit in order, I feel like I definitely, I've been doing my comedy career, using it as motivation for people to want to follow their dreams back home. I want to get healthy and hopefully motivate fat motherfuckers, motivate people that, you know, addicted to la bolsita or something to kind of get their shit together too, man. And but I just can't be a hypocrite and start motivating motherfuckers when I don't got that shit figured out myself. You feel me?
No, I hear you on that, man. Hey, man, love on your success, man. You keep grinding, dog. It's good to see Raza out there holding it down like a fat girl on a seesaw.
That's right. Appreciate you, my boy. Thank you, brother.
Whoa. All right, Raza.
Hey, so when you moved over here, what are your favorite fucking restaurants in LA? Because there's too much fire food, bro.
It is too much fire food, and I used to talk shit about LA, bro. But I used to say that Chicago Mexican food was better. But as I'm living here now and I'm finding more places, I'm realizing that it's not. My favorite restaurant to go to when I'm like on a budget or just want some Mexican food, but I want to sit down, salsa and beer.
Salsa and beer in the valley.
I was gonna say that, bro. I was gonna say that, dog.
Yeah, salsa and beer. And then when I'm feeling fancy, you know, I'm taking my girl out or my homies in town. We want to celebrate something. We hit Mastro's in Beverly Hills. You feel me? Like every once in a while, deserve something good. But
what does that meal cost, bro?
Shit. Last night, my total, I took out Mark Hayes. He's one of my openers, Irish dude. My brother, who's been there with me from the beginning, and my lady, plus myself. We paid. My total was $675. I left like $850 with a tip and everything. But I mean, it's not something we eating every day. It's something like we earned it, you know?
What does a meal like that taste like, bro? I mean, check it out, bro. It's a level of success that you've reached and being able to sit within this environment and be able to cover that fucking check, dog. But does the food hit different, or is it more of a high of being in a restaurant like that?
I ain't gonna lie to you. It's about being in that motherfucking place. Just sit with the white folks and looking at them like, yeah, bitch, I'm here too.
Yeah, let's go.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm wearing the same outfit I was wearing yesterday. so I walk in. I got face tag. Walk in at 9:40. They close at 10. I'm walking in with sweats. My boy's like, don't wear sweats. I'm like, man, fuck it. Like, my money's green too. You feel me? Like they should accept it too. You feel me? So nice. we walk in. Luckily they didn't see that I had sweats on. They let us in and shit. And then when you get in there, you got white motherfuckers in shorts and shit. And I'm like, they would only gave us shit if they would have noticed. But these motherfuckers wear whatever the fuck they want. But yeah, man, it's just like it's definitely a status thing. I can't say that the food is like, oh, it's delicious or whatever. But I mean, it is good, bro. You know, I had lamb chops for the first time. Lamb.
Okay.
So that shit was good. Macaroni and cheese is good. And it's just like, again, it's every once in a while thing just to kind of say you did it. You know what I'm saying? Like
you did it.
And a lot of times too is like I'm influenced by music. You know, like I hear Shoreline Mafia. I was a big fan of Shoreline Mafia growing up. You know, and even recently, just to hear him talk about like Mastro's lobster macaroni. Like I'm like one day, and now it's like, all right, fuck it, we here. You feel me? Like, and I wanted to take my boy because he hadn't been there yet, and I was like, you know, at least nobody could tell us about it. We know about it. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Meet on a buff ass lobster like Larry.
Hey.
Yo, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Junior, man. Thanks for having me on this live with y'all.
What's going on, Larry?
No, this is Junior, not no Larry.
Oh, Junior. My bad, bro.
What's good, Junior? What's cracking?
Hey, man, just wanted to say, give a shout out to my boy Ken Flores, man. Can't wait to see him.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas. You know, me and my family, we bought 8 tickets to see him VIP there.
That's right, man. I appreciate you. I can't wait to go to Dallas, bro. Addison Improv, man. Get your tickets, man. I'll be there February 22nd, I believe. It'll be a movie.
I hit you up. I hit you up on TikTok, and I told you, hey, when we get there, I'm gonna let it be known who I am. That way you can clown on my people.
I got you, my boy. You said Junior? You Junior?
Yeah, Junior.
Junior with the 8 tickets. I got you, my boy. As soon as you get there, let me know.
Well, who should he see or to notice you out of all the juniors in the crowd, bro? Are you there with a fat ass hyena, bro? Cross-eyed, like, you know what I mean? How's he gonna spot you out, bro?
Oh, he gonna spot me. He gonna see the big ass chain on.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be presentable.
Okay.
That's right. Shout out, Junior. Shout out.
Love, Junior. Love you, baby. Next caller. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
This is Dirty Daryl?
Hey, what's up, dog? It's your boy, Dirty D, fool.
What?
Dirty Daryl, you son of a bitch.
How did Casey know?
It's a new number, bro, because I had you locked in.
Hey, I wanted to tell Lucky, hey, Lucky, I just bought you at the store, dog. I just bought a Jumex.
Stupid ass fool. Dirty Daryl's a legend right here at Hood Stocks. We love you, brother. Keep doing your thing, dog.
Whoa.
Let's go. So I was talking to. Let's go. Next phone call. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, fuck you, Lucky.
Oh shit, I love you too. What's cracking?
Nothing. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Who do we got on the line? Voice sounds familiar.
Oh my, it's Esmeralda.
Damn, girl.
Don't fuss my boss today.
Your dude must fucking hate me. You know what I mean? Like I feel like when you're fucking your dude, you got an Instagram picture of me up on your phone. You know what I mean? Be honest, girl.
Whoa.
Be honest, girl. Do you have a crush on me or something? Because you call all the time. We don't have too many females call all the time.
I got a love-hate relationship for you. You know?
And so
I love the podcast.
Okay, but where does the hate come involved? That you're not getting this dick? Is that what it is?
No, I don't know. Yes, you're a dick to me.
Girl.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm tough enough.
I got 6 inches and 3/4 of fucking Juness for you.
Hard.
What is it?
What is it? What's cracking? What do you think about? I'm just fucking with you, girl. What do you think about Ken Flores? Talk to him.
You know what? To be honest, I didn't know much about him, and I wanted to go to the comedy show you guys went to last week that he obviously performed, did his comedy thing at. But I had surgery the next day, so I couldn't go.
What happened? Did you get an extra? An extra
limb?
An extra staple to tighten up that pussy? Like, what's happening?
If you must ask, I had a hysterectomy.
Hysterectomy? What's a hysterectomy?
Yes.
What is that?
I had my uterus removed.
Why? Did it get destroyed from too much dick?
Thyroid.
Oh, huh?
Exactly. It got blown out.
It got blown out?
Know?
Oh, my God. Who's got bigger tits, you or Cam Flores? Be honest. Send me a picture right now. We'll
compare them.
Yeah, we'll compare them right now.
You have my picture, Lucky.
You send me a picture, but it's not of your tits. You know what I mean? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm recovering. I'm gonna take like 6 or 8 weeks off from work. So
when a female gets her fucking uterus removed, is it like a dude getting his balls removed? Like, what is happening right here?
Well, we don't castrate men. I mean, unless you have prostate cancer and you need it removed because of that. But I just had other issues that I had a fibroid that was really big, so I had to have it removed. So.
Are you good now?
I'm good. I'm good. I hope so. I mean, I'm swollen and bloated and inflamed. I mean,
send me a picture of that swollen, bloated, and inflamed. I need to see what that looks like.
It's just my stomach. They did it with a robot. So
with a robot, and would a robot take fucking 2 WD batteries?
No, the hospital charged a lot for that surgery, like over $100,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Rick, stop it, bro.
For 2.5 hours.
Rick is a nice guy.
Rick said he has
can you have an orgasm again with your uterus removed?
Yeah.
I hope you're doing all
right. I'm doing all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rick.
No
He's
problem.
so nice. I can't wait to meet you. We're gonna come up and see you guys sometime.
I hope you do. Shout out.
Yes, we will. We will.
Rick,
me and my man, he's a big fan of the show too.
Are you sure about that? Your man is a fan of this show?
Well, not anymore, Lucky.
Turned me on to it.
He turned you on to it?
Yes.
Well, shout out to that dude.
We watch it at work. We watch it at work when we're working. If we're working, we watch it at work.
You work with your man?
Yeah.
That is a miserable relationship.
I know his direct.
No. But I'm a nurse and he's in the pharmacy. I'm a nurse.
So you guys are fucking. You guys are fucking in the janitor room and shit like that, huh?
How did you know?
Yeah, I do know, you nasty motherfucker. You know what I mean? That's why you guys get your uterus removed, because everybody's running through that shit.
Oh,
what?
Shit.
Lucky, calm down.
I love you, girl.
Terrible.
I know. 2024, we will be terrible right here.
Hey, I know. But hey, when are you gonna do another roast?
You know what? You know what'd be dope? If next roast we do, I have Kim Flores come through and fucking roast the shit out of me, bro.
Be ready. I'm ready.
You need to roast them, Ken.
Dude, we had a roast right here with George Perez and a bunch of LA comedians, but mostly we're like fucking street comedians, underground comedians that haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
And
hey, those are the best.
Dude,
those are the best.
They gave it to me and I loved it, bro, because bro, like, bag on me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we fucking, bro, Ken, I want you to pull my hair, bro.
Pull the skin, fucking.
Yeah, look at that laugh right there.
Don't give Lucky wine.
Nutted on herself.
She couldn't wait for that
next
shit.
phone call. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, check this out. This is Marcus. I'm calling from San Antonio, Texas, man. Hey, straight up. Hey, is Ken with you, eh?
Yeah, he's right here.
Hey, tell a fool. Hey, I can't wait to see his ass when he comes to San Antonio, dude. I'm expecting a lot of lines, bro. Straight up love from San Antonio. You already know, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Shout out San Antonio. Shout out Ecstasy. Shout out Perfect Tens and Jaguars out there. My girl Giselle running shit out there at the strip club. Shout out San Antonio.
Hey, let me ask you a question, brother. Hey, what part of Chicago are you, brother?
We grew up in Humboldt Park, north side of Chicago, then outside in Aurora, about probably second half of my life.
That's what's up. Wait, hey, I'm from Jerry Street, way on Gary, Indiana.
Oh, shit. The trenches.
Yes,
The trenches. Yeah,
hey,
I've done shows in Gary, Indiana for like 3 people, brother. My dad used to give me rides to Gary, Indiana to do shows for like 3 people. So for them, when they saw me in the arena, it was like life changing.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, that's like I don't know. I don't really keep any of your time, bro. But like around the time when my dad was in there, I think it was like maybe 60 or whatnot. But around that time, fucking Jackson 5 was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Hey, for sure, that's dope, man. I like what you do, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Appreciate
Fuck all that fucking negativity bullshit, bro. Hey, man. The show's not talking about peanuts up there, man. Cheer up, dude. Keep
Shout out.
doing what you're doing, bro. And fuck anyone who hates us, bro. Cheer up.
Go.
There you go, baby.
Shout
You're on
out.
Hoodstocks. Talk to us. A shout out to everybody in the fucking chat saying Lucky's a weirdo.
What up, Lucky?
What up, baby?
Man? It's the Snowman from San Pedro. What's up?
The slow.
Who? The Snowman.
The Snowman.
Shout out to the Harbor area.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Hey,
What's
Ken.
cracking?
Yeah.
Hey, on a Sunday, you get in your car, you put your old lady in the car, you put on some DJ Quick, you go to 13th and Walker in San Pedro, you get a belly buster, your favorite soda, bag of chips, go to Royal Palm, and just manifest everything.
Say live.
Good date right there.
Yeah, good date.
Okay, who's paying for this shit though? Are you paying for this shit? Like, I mean, what's going on
Man,
right
it's like $40. You know what I mean?
Wait, man, you said a lot of shit, dog. I'm a little bit confused, bro.
You can't take
a belly buster. What the fuck's a belly
It's a belly
buster,
buster,
bro?
like cheeseburger with mac and cheese and brisket
Let
and
us
shit.
get a little $50 super chat.
Hey, I don't know about LA, how LA does it, but just follow my boy MC Poncho. You know what I mean? He'll put you on all the spots.
Okay, shout out to Poncho.
Shout out to MC
Shout out,
Poncho.
brother.
MC Poncho, dog. I've been talking to that dude for a cool minute. We gonna get him on here soon. Absolutely. Hey, Harberry, stand the fuck up, baby. Don't play with it.
Always.
HA all day,
Hey.
baby.
HA all day. Don't play with it,
Busy
dog.
Bee Sandwiches, can remember the name.
Busy beef sandwiches. Say Les. That shit sound good.
Hey, shout out! Hey, shout out to Better You Than Me. Lucky's not weird. Fool is unique.
That's right.
Whoa.
Shit,
Hey,
dog.
look, and
You're up there with Big Boy in the morning. You know what I mean?
You think so?
You're funny as fuck. Yeah, you're natural. You know, I know you don't want to get you know, in the belly room, whatever the fuck they call it, but I feel like you'll destroy that shit.
Lucky doing stand up. Let's go.
Good looking, dog. Much love.
What I have offered to comedians that have been on this podcast is for me to write for them. I want to be a writer, bro.
Tell them, Lux.
I want to be a writer. Hey, Ken ain't trying to hear me, bro.
I mean, I feel like as a comedian, I feel like
how does that feel? I've told a couple of comedians that I know, bro. Hey, thank you for calling, bro. I'm gonna hang up on you right now, hey, bro. I've told some of the comedians on here, bro. I said, and I've sent them like my notes, bro.
Ghost writing Lucky, dog.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it, bro. Because again, it's just like,
is it disrespectful, dog?
I mean, it depends on who you ask, you know. Like, to me, it's not disrespectful, but I would be disrespecting myself going up and doing somebody else's jokes. I wouldn't feel like, even if I'm murdered and your jokes are so good that the people loved it, you know, and I was able to bring them to life, you know, I feel like a fraud. You feel me?
Like Ken's on some bullshit.
That's not my shit. You feel me? It's just not my shit. So I just wouldn't be able to do it. There is comedians that will do it though. There's comedians back home that do my jokes. Ooh. It ain't even worth it, man.
Put them out there, dog.
Give them that 15 minutes of fame.
But regardless of the fact though, I wouldn't be able to do it. But I mean, shit. I feel like the thing that you got though, not only the writing, you got the persona, you got the charisma. Like, you shouldn't be a writer. I feel like you should be at the front line. You should be the comic.
You know, and you're the first person that's told me that out of all the comedians that I've had here, bro, that have said, hey, you know what, dog? Fuck writing for somebody. Go do it yourself.
Do it, man.
Out there, kid.
Only you will be able to express your thoughts the way that you want to. You feel me? Because you are unique. I'm looking at you now. I love the way you're not holding back. I'm like, you now. It's just like Hollywood almost kind of scares you into, like, kind of punks you into, like, don't, even though you're thinking that, you know, like, to the girl especially, you know, like, I'm laughing, bro. But it's just like, you got you got it, you feel me? And I feel like you could be able to bring the jokes that you want to life. I feel like even if I said the same exact shit you said to her, it wouldn't come off as smooth, even though it's word for word. Some people just got the sauce, some people don't for certain shit. I feel like you got your own unique sauce, and I feel like somebody wouldn't be able to fill in your shoes. So I feel like you should do it, bro.
No.
I'll do it, shit. You let me know where. Houston,
you know
Phoenix.
Whoa. Lux.
Shit. You can start off with 5 minutes, see how you like it. If you like it, do 10. You feel me? Like,
whoa. There it is.
The offer is open. I got a long tour. It just started.
You're out there, dog. You bring your own jokes to life, homie.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I don't know, dog. Because I respect.
You got it, dog.
You know what it is, dog. It's this, bro. There's two people, two genres that I really respect in life, and that's basketball players and that's comedians, bro. You know, and I have too much respect, bro.
To bring some shit out there?
No, I love comedy, bro. And I love my G's that are doing it like Ken Flores, right?
Who said Lucky's about to cry?
No, it's not that, bro. It's not that, dog. You know what I mean? It's just that I respect the craft so much, bro. And I love it so much. And I love these dudes that we have on here, bro.
100%.
I feel like, you know what? I'm in my lane right here. Like, this is my podcast shit. You feel me? You know what I mean? And anybody that is experienced, like Willie Barcena, he came on here and he said, hey, Luck, no bullshit aside, bro. It's the best podcast I've ever done in my fucking life, dog. Whoa. And I don't expect you to say that, but I'm just saying, like I have experienced a high level of camaraderie, of conversation. Like, this is a powwow, bro. You feel me? Like, this is a dojo right here, dog. Like, I have experienced, like I'm experiencing with you today, brother. You know, like, I have experienced, like, bro, to sit with you, dog. Like, honestly, dog, we have bucket lists and we have dreams come true, and I'm not trying to be a little bitch about this shit, dog, but just to sit here, like, coming up to this, bro, my girl forgot that I was doing a podcast tonight. You know, and I told her earlier, because she'd be forgetting because she's doing crazy schedule with the work, because I'm taking time off from my construction job. I'm a construction worker. I'm a union electrician, IBW Local 11, bro. I went to 5 years to do, bro. You know what I mean? To change my life after prison and shit, bro. But yeah, I love you guys. Comedians, bro. Like you, brother, George Perez, Concrete, Ralph Barbosa, even though he denied me, bro. Fucking Renee Vaca, dog. Like the Latino comics, bro. Like we taking over the game, bro. When I say we, I feel like I'm a part of it, bro. Yeah. You feel me, dog? Because I'm along for the ride, and I've had some of these comics on here, bro. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, if you a soldier in a battlefield, bro, you gotta play your position, homie. You got cats, bro, that drive the tank. You got cats that are fucking snipers, bro. You got cats that are ground dudes, bro. Like, I just want to play my position, dog.
Yeah, but people get promotions too, though. People, you know, like the tank driver not always gonna be the tank driver. One day you gotta be the sniper. You feel me? Like, so you gotta. I feel like if you really love this, I feel like at least at the minimum you should try it. Because obviously, if you love comedy the way you love comedy, the way I see you get passionate about this shit, and that's why, again, I love the podcast. I respect it because I'm not sitting here with some radio guy that I'm trying to sell tickets. And you just, how did you get into comedy? You know, we're talking about real shit. You feel me? So I feel like you love comedy enough to where I'm willing to open my door to you. Like, if you ever want to do it and you don't feel like signing up to an open mic and performing for 4 people, I'll give you a sold-out show that you could perform for in LA
Lux,
or all Latinos, so that way you feel a little bit more comfortable with your people, and I mean, shit, the offer is there, and I feel like you should at least try it. You don't lose.
Have you ever given this offer to anybody else?
No, not anybody that has never done it before. Because to me, it's like, why would I let you skip the steps? You feel me? I don't respect you enough to skip the steps and give you my audience because I work for this shit. Whoa. But for somebody that is giving me their audience, their platform, I feel like I can only do the same and return the favor to somebody who respects my art form as much as I respect yours.
Shout out Ken Flores.
Yeah, shout out to Ken Flores. And you know what? When we talked about initially meeting, like when we met each other in person, like bam, what's popping, homie? Hey, dog, I'm in your DM, dog. I've been in your comments, dog. Before you even put through the gasoline on yourself and lit this shit on fire, bro. I've been trying to holler at you, get on the podcast, bro. I mean, I knew, bro. Real shit, dog. Like, I knew you were a real one, dog, because ain't no fat motherfucker can get on stage, dog, and do it the way you fucking do it, dog. You know what I mean? And have the confidence the way you do it, and to be transparent about the way you do it, dog, and to have the calculated humor, bro. I mean, when we talk about comedy, bro, you know what I mean? Who are comics that you study from, bro?
Felipe Esparza, Cat Williams, Patrice O'Neill. That's people that are famous, and people that are not famous but are in Chicago that I consider my big homies. Joey Villagomez from Back of the Yard, Chicago. Abby Sanchez, Puerto Rican from, I believe, Humboldt Park, Chicago. These are OGs that, you know what I'm saying, they've been doing it for a long time, and they're very relatable, very real, and those are people that I study. And then I like people that haven't made it yet, because you can still see the hunger in them, you know, the hunger in their eyes. People like Renee Vaca, that I see him go on stage and leave it all on stage. Like, that's who I study, you feel me? But at the same time, you don't want to study somebody too much to where you see yourself copying them or trying to be too much like them. I try to just watch enough to where I'm not only motivated, but I'm pushed to be better, but just enough to where I'm not copying them. So I'm like, you inspire me to think more, you feel me? And I also look up to very smart comics. Like, there's a comedian, there's a white boy named Jeffrey Asmus who's blowing up right now. Very smart motherfucker. He left his job as a teacher to pursue comedy, you know, be broke for a couple years, even though he had a college degree, just to chase his dream, and now he's blowing up as well. So I like motherfuckers that read a lot, because I never really read a lot, and then my vocabulary is very small. I only know a few words. You feel me? So I feel like if I learn bigger words, different things, I could my jokes could be better. I could have different, you know, thought processes. So I want to become more intellectual with my shit. So I really look up to smart comics, you know, people that are smarter. But at the same time, like, just real motherfuckers. Joey Diaz, again, just being so real. Like, and even if the stories he tells might not all be 100% real to the detail, but just the fact that you have no, it's not called shame, because it's not saying, it's like me coming out here and telling you, oh, I went to the hospital, I shit myself. I'm not embarrassed by it, but it's a real thing that really happened. And I can't make that shit up. Like, don't pun intended, but I can't make that shit up. Like, it's real, you feel me? It's genuine. And I just want to be genuine and real. And I can't study anybody to learn to be real. Like, that shit just happens. Either you got it or you ain't, you feel me? And it's just like, I'm trying so hard not to sway in the direction I don't want to be, where I'm no longer myself. You know, so shit, just stay true to myself. That's it.
Shout out to you, big dog, for staying true to yourself. Real talk.
Ken Flores, right here in Hoodstocks, East Los Angeles. The boy pulled up. The boy showed out. The boy blessed us with a fucking amazing episode, brother.
Shout out.
And I just want to thank you, doggy.
Thank you, brother.
I want to, bro. This is man. You know, we us, you know, coming up in the game, you know. I mean, we aspire for greatness. You know, if you're a podcaster, if you're a musician, if you're you're an artist, painter, a tattoo artist. Shout out to my boy Lux Tattoos, sponsor this podcast.
Whoa.
If you're selling weed, you know what I mean? STIIIZY, Killa Kush, Apeish OG, you know what I mean? If you're trying to get people skinny, you know what I mean? LA Peptides, my boy Vince, I gave you the number. Get skinny, bitch. Would you ever try that shit, bro? LA Peptides? I mean, would you try something that
I don't know if it's the same thing that we've been talking about with somebody else, because I'm talking to somebody right now in Miami. They're saying it's like a diet. It's the medicine for diabetics.
Yes.
But you don't have to have diabetes to take it.
Exactly.
And then like they've lost a shitload of weight doing it. So I got somebody who's supposed to give me some, but now that you got a sponsor for it, I might have to holler at him.
Hold on real quick. No, hold on. Before we end this podcast, I want to do this, bro. I want to do this. I want to do this, bro. Don't play with it, dog. Because you know what, dog? You're an asset in this community. You're valuable, dog. Yeah, I mean, your weight is gold, brother.
Real talk.
Yeah, hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. See if we can do this.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
No,
we're not doing it.
Dude, he's like, we got a podcast, bro. It's not a sign, bro. It's not a sign.
We doing it, dog.
It's a little late at night right now.
We calling back. It's late night.
Yeah, hold on real quick. One more call.
We calling Domino's next.
We're about to eat.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Let's do this. Check it out, bro. I want to do this, bro. Our sponsor that we have, bro, paid from Hoodstocks, bro. We're gonna get you every single thing you need. You know what I mean? So you got to try different things out. If it's Ozempic, if it's the Mounjaro, you got to figure out what works better for your system, dog. You know what I mean? And Hoodstocks is gonna sponsor your weight loss with our sponsor, bro.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean? What is homie's name, dog? What's the
Wildlife?
White boy's name? He lost a gang of weight. Oprah lost a gang of weight. I mean, bro, check it out, dog. You know what, dog? We connect for a reason, bro, and we connected for 100 other reasons besides this, dog. But I got you on this.
Thank you.
But you down to try it because it's needles, bro. You gotta inject the shit in your stomach, bro.
Shit, if it worked, man. At this point, I'm desperate. You feel me? Like
you coming? You going?
I'm going. I'm coming.
You doing it?
I'm doing it. I'm in it. I mean, if it's there, I'm doing it, bro. At this point, I do other shit. I can do that. You feel me? For better my health, shit.
Better your health.
Yeah.
Better your health. Are you in the San Fernando Valley? Where you at?
Yeah. I just got my apartment right now is in Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have we'll connect afterwards, bro. But I'm gonna have this shit delivered to you, bro, on on a monthly basis, bro.
Let's do it, man.
100%. And these things cost like $700 to $1,000 a pop for these things, bro. Because all the movie stars are doing it, bro. You know what I mean?
And they get fat as soon as the sponsorship ends.
But you know what, brother? You know what? Health is wealth, brother. And if we can give you anything back for you blessing us with this episode, bro, damn, longevity in life, dog.
Of course,
First
man.
one of
I mean,
2024.
are you a religious person, bro?
I don't go to church, no, but I mean, when I was
how were you raised? Like, with any type of religion?
The thing is that my pop's side of the family is Christian, like real Christian. And like my grandma wears long skirts, all that, and then my mom is like a Catholic, but neither of them ever went to church. Like I remember Sunday mornings, my dad would wake up, start working around the house, and be like, "Why does everybody go to church and we don't?" He's like, "Cause we got shit to do. Like we got real shit to do, not that bullshit." And he was always just call people like hypocrites, like. This motherfucker going to church every morning, but he beat his bitch up 4 days out of the week. You know, he's just crazy. So he always just like...
And it's
like,
true. Your pops is a real one.
He's like, we're not going to fucking go and get dressed up every Sunday to waste our time and then come...
And I honestly, dog, like I'm 46 years old, bro. You know what I mean? And when I hear when you talk about your pops having this thought process, bro, I agree with them, bro. I agree with them. How are we going to go to this church right here, bro? You know what I mean? This bitch has got fucking compact on her black eye. You feel me? Like, that's real life.
Yeah,
nothing's perfect, bro.
Of course not.
Nothing's perfect, bro.
And then, of course, though, there's situations where you're laying in the hospital. You got the ventilator on your face, and the only thing you can do is look up and, hey, man, I'm sorry, I ain't go.
When the COVID came around, were you afraid of that, being the fact that you're a little overweight?
Nah, I never really was, bro, because I was already, like, doing shit that was probably gonna get me killed regardless, you know? So I remember the day I found out I had COVID. I was still living with my OGs, and I had it was right when it came out, brand new in March, and I was doing lines of coke over the washer, bro. Yeah. I was in the laundry room, like hiding from everybody, just doing coke. And my homie texted me. We had just hung out a few days before. He's like, "Bro, I'm in the hospital. I can't breathe. I got COVID. Just letting you know right now, you probably got it too." So at that point, I was like, I'm standing in my laundry room, like, okay, I need to throw all this shit out. I need to like figure out. I was like, why would I panic? If I got it, I got it. Might as well finish the bag, you know. Like, and I just kept doing it. And the worst it ever got was like diarrhea, bro. I think I shit on myself like twice, but that's it. Like I never had a hard time breathing because of COVID. The breathing, all that other problems came because of my health and the drinking afterwards. But COVID never really brought me to my knees. When I was in the hospital, though, for real. That's when I was like, I didn't have nowhere else to look but to God, you know what I'm saying? And that might make me a hypocrite for only asking him when I really needed it.
It's okay.
But I mean, that was just kind of like, you're out of options, you feel me? Like,
there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
You know, but I guess I do believe in the higher power. I just don't believe in the structure of religion and pretending to be better than other people when you're not, because we all make mistakes, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know, and I don't want to get into like the whole how it started and what started the world, but I do believe in the higher power, whatever religion it might be. I mean, I feel like we all need that to feel some type of safety net, I guess, in a way. Sometimes when you're out here by yourself, like when I first moved out here, like now my girl lives with me, but before she moved in, I'm by myself. Like this shit just get like, it's a very lonely world, you know what I'm saying? When you realize that when you're by yourself, whether you're in prison, you're in a cell, or wherever you're at, you know, you're just like, fuck, like all this money or all this time that I have, you can't even do shit with it because you're solo, you know? So then those are the moments that you look up into like the sky and you're just like, you know, whoever's out there or if anybody's out there looking out for me, man, like help, like I don't know, help me out or help me at least get my mind in the right place to not have to, you know, keep going with fucking up my life and killing myself. Not literally killing myself, but whether it's ingesting certain shit that you shouldn't, you know.
I want to ask you something on the way out of here. We're going to end this right now, and I know you got places to go, you know what I mean, things to do, brother. You chilling, all right. I want to ask you this, bro. Like, at the breakout height of your success, you found a female. Like, you could be a playboy right now, bro. You can be fucking a lot of bitches right now, bro. Like, what did it take for a female to snatch you up, and then what did it take for you to take the female serious and say, hey, you don't love me for who I am, you love me for what I've fucking accomplished?
I guess there's two parts
What's
of that
your lady's
answer.
name, bro?
Kalia.
Kalia.
On my hand.
Damn, bro.
But me and her, she was never a fan of me. I think that's one of the things that I liked the most, because it's not somebody that came to the show like, I'm gonna meet them. Because some girls show up to the show and they're like, I'm gonna fuck them. You know, like that's their goal.
Yeah.
They'll come by themselves. They'll sit in the front, get their titties all out. They got a goal when they buy that ticket. You feel me? This girl, her homegirl was fucking with my boy, and he linked up with her. And then I was just third wheeling, and she was third wheeling. So we just kind of started talking like the compromiso. You feel me? Like, what's up? You know, my boy's finna hit your bitch. So what's up with you? And we kicked it that first night. We were in Austin, Texas, and we just got faded, bro. Went back to the Airbnb, and she was so drunk, she was busting her shit on the floor. So I picked her up and I put her in the bed, and I just closed the door on her, like let her sleep that night. We ain't even do nothing that first night. And then we left Austin. We were in a different city, but we stayed in contact through Instagram. The next time I went to Austin, I went as a headliner, sold out the show, and she showed up. We hung out then, bro. It happened so fast. This just happened, bro. And then people might look at it and be like, this motherfucker's stupid. But I feel like it's also gonna be what's gonna save my life. You know, I feel like sometimes sometimes when it's a real motherfucker, like you just know it's real. Or you hope at least, you know. But me and her, we reconnected in October this year, or last year, my bad. And that weekend we hung out all week. We hung out for like 2 days after my show, and then after that, I pushed my flight back one more day to stay there with her. And then when my flight was due to come back to LA, I was like, it's the weekend. You know, I kicked it there from like Wednesday to Friday. Then on Saturday, I'm like, you don't work till Monday? Call off Monday. I'll get you a flight to LA until Tuesday. And she was down, you feel me? I had already kicked it off for a couple of days, so she came out to LA. And I think I didn't have shit in my house. I'm telling you, I had like my mattress was on the floor. Like, it's not like she came to like a life of luxury. You feel me? Like, it's like I was living like horrible. But she was real funny. And I feel like I just really fuck with that shit, you know? Because a lot of times it's just like, people want to talk about like comedy and like all this shit. And she didn't give a fuck about none of that, which I feel like I really liked about her. And she still hadn't seen me perform yet. When she was out here in LA with me, she showed up late to my show both times, so she never saw me perform. So she didn't even know how funny I really was, or the magnitude of this shit really was, until she was out here in LA. I brought her to a show, and she just seen like the people lined up to meet me, take pictures. Like, it was just like a different perspective of, you know, of who the fuck I was. But from there, I feel like we were both already like too deep in it. Like, we really fucked with each other. She went home that night. She went home that week. Like 2 weeks later, I flew her to Chicago. I had a wedding to go to, and I needed a date. So I was just like, I really fuck with you. Like, you down to come with me? So she's like, yeah. So we went to the wedding. You know, we kicked it that weekend. Then that weekend, I was like, you know, I want you to be my girl, you know. And at that time, it was just kind of like, I kind of wanted her to be my Austin girl, you know, like my Texas girl.
Yeah.
But then it's just like
a side piece.
Yeah. Not even a side piece, just like, cause I didn't have a main piece. You feel me? So it's just kind of like rosters, you know, type shit.
Yeah.
And then when I met, and then for Thanksgiving, she came out again to LA to spend it with me because I was gonna be home alone. So she came out, and then that week she came out on Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. She was supposed to go back that Monday after Thanksgiving. Shit, she just never went back. I was like, fuck that, don't leave. Like, I think also too, like being alone, like needing some type of support, because this is my dog right here. He was always with me coming up, but he also has a shorty now, a daughter, a wife back home in Chicago that he's got to go back to. You feel me? So,
and that's the homie Chins,
that's
right?
the homie Chins right here, yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out.
Baby.
So I was like, so even he knew, like, everybody knew that I needed something to slow me down.
Yeah.
Cause I was just going hard, bro, like hard. And if I'm out, I'm partying. If I'm in the house, I'm partying. You know, like they needed something there. And she kind of came into my life and just kind of like, not on purpose. Like, she's not telling me what to do, but she make me not want to do certain shit. Like,
she gave you foundation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's just like I got something to work for now. And then on top of that, like last night we were out eating at Mastro's and shit, and I was like, and we got invited to the bar. And I was like, well, fuck it.
What do you mean you got invited to the bar? How does that work?
I was with one of the homies I went out with to eat. He was like, well, let's go to I paid for the dinner. They're like, he's like, well, let's come to the bar. I'll get you your drinks. Like,
so there's a bar continue. At Maestro's as well?
No. We're going to a bar in Hollywood, West Hollywood.
Okay, sorry.
Naughty Pig. So just like a different bar, you know, like a dive bar. And that's what I like, dive bars, you know, because I like to get shit-faced where nobody knows me and I'm just kicking it the best. And instead of going to like a club where I got to watch my back or, you know, or anything like that. So anyway, we were going to go, And I just felt like, I was like, damn, I don't know. Like, old me would have been like, fuck yeah, let's go, let's party all the way till fucking 6 a.m. I don't got shit to do tomorrow till podcast at night, so fuck it. But I don't know, like something about it was just like, you know what? I want to go home. I want to go home and lay up, you know, it sounds soft or whatever, but
nah.
I was like, fuck it, it's time, you know.
It
like
sounds grown man, bro.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, you get older. I always told myself I'd never get married because, like, you know, you start touring, you're like, you getting money, you getting bitches, you're like, why would I ever change this lifestyle, you feel me? But then it's just like, I don't know, like, I'm at a different level than most people. The same thing too. Most of these comics that are coming up or get a taste of this lifestyle, they were kind of lames before, you know. So like they don't know what it's like to be outside or to party. Like I already did that my whole life, so I'm done with it. You feel me? Like I already did enough of it. My body obviously is done with it. So why would I force myself to try to pretend like I'm still young and I still want to party for days and days and days? I was like, I need a little. And then she also is a partier. Like we party, you know what I'm saying? Like we drink, we go out.
What'd you do for New Year's?
Shit, I did shows at the Ha Ha Comedy Club. Okay. And then from the shows, I hosted a Jungla in North Hollywood. They gave me my section with the bottles and shit.
At Jungla, right?
Jungla,
yeah. I work right next door to that.
Well, yeah, so we still went hard. We still drank. We got fucked up. But it's like at the end of the night, you got somebody to go with. You know, you're not just breaking down coke with your homies till 7 a.m. The sun's coming up. It's like, nah, we called it a night, you know, 3, 4 in the morning, we're at the crib. Next day we wake up, have breakfast, you feel me? Like,
do you look forward to having kids?
I didn't for a long time. I was always very selfish with what I was doing. Like, I like doing whatever the fuck I want, you know? But then you realize that price you pay for doing that is loneliness in the long run. You know? Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but that Sunday night hit different when everybody laid up with their person or with their kids, you know, reading, putting them to sleep, getting them ready for school. And you just by yourself with a bottle of Casamigos, you know, just like, this shit not fun no more, you know?
Do you think raising up to be a successful comedian, bro, to be one of the best in the world, which you're on your path to become, bro, I mean, do you think that comics need that foundation of a lady family, you know what I mean, to stabilize them for them to evolve into their greatness?
No, I think everybody's different. Everybody's needs are different. Because I could be talking to a comedian that might have been married before they even started doing comedy, and now their career is starting to take off, but their wife is the one holding them back because, like, you can't be going on tour, you gotta take care of this, or you gotta do this. But it's like, no, I need to go on tour, I need to make the money. Or maybe they just so much fights that they have so much fights, either the love has run out or the scheduling is fucked up, where they fought so much that now you're in the comics headspace. Now he can't perform accordingly because now he's got to worry about what the fuck going on at home. Sometimes for people, the best thing is to break it off and be alone for a while. We all might need different things for the career, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was just what I needed.
You know what? I want to make time right now to give a shout out to my girl. You know what I mean? Speaking of, you know, women, foundation, all that good stuff. I want to give a shout out to my girl for letting me be me, you know? Like I couldn't do this podcast with a female that was just like stressed the fuck out on some dumb shit and petty and, you know what I mean? Ooh, you said this, you said that. You talked to Esmeralda, whatever her name is, you know what I mean? And you told her this, you know what I mean? And now I ain't gonna get no pussy for the next week. You feel me? Like my girl, shout out to my girl. My girl, she's a G. She's a foster care girl, you know what I mean? She was in foster homes. She lived a rough life. Her mom's dead. Her dad's dead, you know what I mean? Like, my girl lets me go out and get it the way I need to get it. And I love you, babe. Thank you so much. Yeah. I appreciate you, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I think some people say behind every man's potential success is a strong woman. You know, and you know what, I really believe in that because she's giving me stability to be like, you know, I don't need none of these bitches. You know what I mean? I go home and I get my dick sucked right now, dog. You know what I mean? Shit, why you playing with it? And she'll make me something to eat, something that she knows that I like to eat. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, not no motherfucking
fuck shit. Not
no fuck shit, dog. Like, women, bro. You know, women are the backbone to this world, and salute to the women. We have a very small percentage that watch this podcast. But you know, you women are much needed. 2024. I wish all my Goonies success. And any way we can help out right here, we got you, dog. And what we doing right here for 2024, the new year on Hood Stocks, is we taking it back to our Howard Stern shit. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to start this off when I did Hood Stocks. Like I like to have fun, bro. I like to clown out, bro. I want a bitch that has one titty smaller than the other titty, you know what I mean? Because her brother socked her in the tit all since her childhood, you know what I mean? We gonna talk about them titties, you know what I mean? But, bro, Cam Flores, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Shout out. Hey, how can they support you? What do you got coming up?
Man, we just announced my first official headlining tour called Sorry for the Wait. Wait spelled as in like wait. We got shit. I mean, we already started the tour. We did Covina, then we did North Hollywood. Next stop is gonna be Jordan, Utah. Then of course we got Texas all through February. Fucking Syracuse, Albany, New York, Kansas City. We're coming everywhere. And if you don't see your city for sale yet on the website kenflores.net, it will be announced sometime in April. We're going to announce more cities. We're coming every city in the United States. So if you don't see a city yet, I promise I'm coming.
Let's go. Hold on. Before we end this, put the camera over there. Rick, New Year's resolution. Let's go.
I don't have one.
Rick, I didn't ask you. Fool.
Good.
But you're gonna answer something. Rick, New Year's resolution.
I'll have to write it down tomorrow.
Real talk, I ain't got one, big dog. I'm just happy that I'm out, that I got another year free. Like real talk, you know what I mean? Spent like 16 in jail, so just being free is another motherfucking win, dog. Like I can't even lie.
How about this, Rick? Let's do part. What part are we? Part 3.
Part 3.
Let's do part 3 with Rick this month.
Whoa.
Are we with that?
Yeah, we're with that.
And Casey, why do you not have a New Year's resolution?
Because I have to write it down tomorrow.
You got to write it down tomorrow?
I'll give it to you on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I got to do that work, but yeah, that's real shit though.
Casey's.
Hey, here we go, dog. Cam Flores, I love you, brother.